Konya Hakwadam. As we face the east. Brakate Yahweh.
Brakate Yahweh.
Brakate Yahweh Shai.
Brakate Yahweh Shai.
Brakate Yahweh.
Brakate Yahweh.
Brakate Yahweh Shai.
Brakate Yahweh Shai.
Call Haloyim La.
Call Haloyim La.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Rakah. Kodash.
Kodash.
I, of course, giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, a great millstone who were well. Peace and salutations to the elect, starting with 144,000 prophets, and the rest of the remnant. Oh, shoot. What is that? Water? Oh, of the 1/3 believers that are Israelites, in the words of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, Bashem Kodash. All right, men, women, and children that's going to repent back to this truth. All right, Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, like to the speckled bird. All right, we're the Great Millstone Plain Tables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia, prophesying in the downfall of Babylon the Great, okay? Because we're in the damn bloody downfall, okay? As you can see, I am, everything on the political spectrum just being lifted up, right? We see the big division between the parties. We seeing also, I see in the news, like a big cyber attack with the Social Security. Different people. What was it like? At least like 3 brothers gonna look at that up. Yeah, like over like 3 million identities.
It's stolen. Yes, being stolen, and how not to get yours stolen.
Yeah, so like a lot of these different things are moving towards, obviously the MLTB, because they're gonna come a time when they're gonna want to authenticate your identity. Like I was just in the park yesterday, right? I'm in the park. This dude came up to me saying about this damn dope head guy had a swiper and stole his information, and how the hell I got all my bank shit, my shit gotta be closed. I can't call Cash App. I can't get things together. There's gonna come a time when they gonna actually want to use your biometrics in a way beyond, because now they already use biometrics. You got different face, like fingerprinting. You got it, retina scanning and stuff, right? Yep. Different parts of your body just to authenticate that it's actually genuine. You voice recognition. You got it. Your bank. We call a bank. It's me, Fabian, or whatever I didn't say my slave name. Yeah, it's me on the joint. But it's gonna come a point where they gonna want an actual device to authenticate who you are, right?
That's right.
And that's big prophecy, right? And that's what we looking forward towards, is when they come with that, we know it's it, man, because we ain't gonna be able to operate on the level like what we normally do right now. Right now, we in the system, we can go down the street. I'm still old school. I like withdrawing cash at the ATM. I don't trust that when I go and stick that card in a lot of these different places, that they gon' like it's gonna be legit. I think they could get my shit. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna just give you the straight cash, because it's a footprint too. That's all part of Esau Edom. He want a footprint with what everybody's doing, because he want to be as the Most High. So we just gonna get into the spirit. Brothers got any precepts?
Yep, got one.
Go right straight into it.
This is because you said prophecy. This is Revelation 19:10.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Yes.
Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, the witness of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. What you hear the prophets speaking is things that's going to happen. All right? But it was told and revealed unto the prophets so to tell you, because the Lord, he tell you in what? Isaiah, he let his way known to the prophet. Isaiah, 42? You probably get that. The Lord, he tell you the different things in the beginning, and then he'll let it happen, So if you in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, because you got a lot of people, in the world, they profess the name of Jesus Christ, right? But they don't have no prophetic base and foundation. They're not talking about, all right, what is to come. Like that, maybe your apartment building is not going to be there. It's in the hood, and it's going to get taken over because these cities are going to collapse, and you being in it, you're vulnerable if you're not in prophecy. Because remember, when somebody is prudent, they foresee the evil and they hide themselves. How are we hiding ourselves? Getting into this knowledge, going into that pavilion. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got another one. This is Second Chronicles 20:20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth to the wilderness of Tokeah. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, your power, so you shall be established." It says, "Believe his prophets, and ye shall prosper."
Wow.
So in the spirit, like the brother said, we're under the spirit of Yahushai, which is the spirit of prophecy. And I got this other scripture in Second Chronicles, because even the man of the Lord Jehoshaphat, okay, which his name means Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Lord's judgment, okay, he said to all 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that what? That we should believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we shall be established. Be established what? In the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures. Okay? And then what after that? Believe his prophets.
Yes.
Okay? They're his prophets. He's the one that set them up. Okay? And if you believe his prophets, you're going to prosper, because why? They're going to warn you of the end times.
Yes, sir.
You know? So I just want to get that, the back of what the brother said. The prophets are going to tell you prophecy, because not everybody has the gift of going into the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know? So to the listeners, if you don't know how to look for the signs of the times, watch the Watchmen. You know? The Watchmen are looking, you watch the Watchmen to understand what's going on.
Yes. Oh yeah, get that scripture to talk about how the prophets are called seers, man. You know, because that's another thing, man. The prophets, they actually were called seers. They got the vision, right? They can see before, okay? Go back to Ra'ah, which means to look, you know? We can look into the word, go, be able to have vision, man. You know, a lot of people don't have vision, man. I see like a lot of people online, they look at these different, man, they got Instagram prophets, man. Yeah. I'm like, yo, like he just said something sweet, but I'm like, this not in prophecy. This ain't lining up. You know, you talking about Satan and stuff, like you gotta teach Satan how to treat you. You got a physical demon, a physical counterpart for the spiritual demon, Satan. He's your enemy. You can't teach him how to teach you. He gonna fuck you up. He your enemy. How you gonna teach him how? He don't like instruction. So that already going off and stuff. So it's like there's a lot of confusion out here. And when you go with the prophets, you're gonna get nothing but the truth, and you're gonna get clarity. Okay, so that you can actually see. You know, because we got that outside that ointment.
I got one. Here's a Second Chronicles 33 and 18. It says, "Now the rest of the acts of Manasseh in his prayer also unto the Most High, and the words of the seers that spake to him in the name of Yahweh, power of Israel, behold, are written in the book of the kings of Israel."
Right.
You know, so it shows you that what? The prophets, you had prophets and seers, you know? And when I was reading, when we reading, there's they always say there's almost like a difference in a sense. You have the prophets that, they're more like able to break the actual vision down, and the seers will usually be like accompanying with them that had the actual vision and stuff, So you tell it to, it's like Joseph,
Yeah, that was up.
Joseph was able to interpret the vision.
Oh yeah.
But somebody else had the dream, So, but just to show you, usually, the prophets came in more than just one man. It was a company of men that were that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was working through.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like that. Like, you see how, like right now, like look at this assembly right here. Yep, you got a body of men with the same vision, okay? Like we collectively come together, but there's bits and pieces. Like Habakkuk, you got Amos, I'm Was. A lot of these different men, they receive prophecies, but together, the piece of the puzzle, we gotta go jump around precept on precept, right?
Yep.
But together we get the whole vision. We can piece together. When you go into the Gospels, right, which is nothing but the prophets coming back as the disciples, right? You have different testimonies. This is the Gospel from Matthew. This is from his perspective. This is from Luke. This is from Mark, right? But it all together when you read it and piece it all together, it give you that totality. So now you really can truly understand it. But to be able to testify, remember, let every name be declared before 2 or 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to get this for you, brother. When you go into the blue letter, the word for seer, you probably be able to pronounce that, but
Yep.
you know.
That's this one is chazah.
It's good. Yep.
A chazah and a ha.
Yes, right.
Chazah.
It says and we go into the Strongs. It says a beholder in a beholder in vision.
Right.
Also combat as to looked upon. It says agreement prophet a see that a seer. It says in a masculine sense, so there's always a man too.
Yeah,
so
damn,
the prophets. It says the prophets were men, men that were seers that would have visions given to them, and the scriptures tell you by many means that the Lord has given has talking to the prophets, whether it been through an angel, visions. You have Moses, the Lord talked to him straight.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
so by different means. You had the men of the Lord getting these answers from Yahweh Shema Shai to give to the people.
That's it. Yep. And we got, you know, like as a priesthood, we have it direct communication. You know, because Yahweh Shema Shai dealing with us through the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. You know, those ministers. Right? So go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 30 verse 9.
You got something on deck? After him. Yep.
It says, this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, will say to the seers, see not, and the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah,
Going to that word seer. It's ra'ah.
Yep.
It says to see, to look at, inspect, perceive.
Yeah, inspect. You got a problem. We actually inspect. Like, it ain't like we just see stuff. We actually inspect things, right? Which go into that word. I like Kazak would go into that word, inspect.
Okay,
kind of inspect, because it's like people get visions, right? But they don't really look into it. And then they don't really go to actually interpret it. But you got to be able to inspect things. Go ahead.
Gotcha. Yep, right here. Matter of fact, this is the same as the definition is the same as one in blue letter. When you go into the root word of seer, it says to look at, to observe, to view. When you get in the blue letter, it says from the Strongs, it says the primitive root, chazah, it says to gaze at, to mentally perceive.
There you go. And what? You go into perception.
That's right.
Yeah, go into perception, because that's dealing with what? Your senses, right?
Yeah, that's
to
right.
Be able to look and be able to know, you know, of something, right? So, like a lot of people, they can see with their eyes, but they don't got that vision or that perception really to really grasp what's really going on.
Got it for you.
Right? Go ahead.
This is perceive in the Entomon dictionary is a verb. It says from the late 1300s, it says to become aware of, to gain knowledge of,
right,
especially to come to know by direct experience.
Right. Yeah, from direct experience, man. You know, because the Lord actually, he'll show you something, and he had prophets actually see the vision and it become what? A reality.
That's right.
You know? And what? Then they can testify. Right? You got these guys walking around, what they like, Mormon, Latter-day Saints. Them guys don't got no experience like how we got. You know?
That's right.
We got experience with all type of people that come across here, right? Because we actually in the world, like they'll think that, look, they'll come walk in the hood, but they don't live in the hood, right?
That's right.
Like they not in the trenches. They're not, there's a lot of them, they're not even Israelites. How they gonna know how you actually really is, you know?
That's right.
They not under the curses, you know? Yeah. Well, and they call themselves elders and stuff too. Like it be crazy and stuff. Like, but
well, it goes into
look, he lost. Like you in North Philly, dude. Go ahead.
It says to come to the knowledge of by direct experience, or even it says when you go into the blue letter, it says to gaze at, to mentally perceive, which means the Lord has given you an understanding, and it even goes into, like I said, the man of the Lord. It's not like he just gets a dream and just runs with it. He goes back to what the scriptures say.
Yes.
You know, and if I may, real fast in spirit, I recently just did a video. I believe it was a night or 2 nights ago where the basis is off of I woke up from a dream or a vision, and I did a video on it. And as I'm doing the video, I didn't know what exactly I was gonna go into, but the Spirit guided me, and it ended up going into the 10 virgins.
Okay.
You know,
Wise.
because in the dream I had a lamp. I put it in the fire. It was midnight, and someone told me to walk out and get away from the area that I was in, but it was pitch black. And somebody else tried to call me and ask me and tell me like, "Yo, I know I've been talking against what you were saying, but can you tell me what to do?" Basically. And in the dream, I was like, I told him, you know, I don't know about that, but I didn't realize, going back to the scriptures, that's written in the script. That's literally the story of the saying of the 10 virgins, man. You know, it wasn't until the Lord had me open up the book, turn on the camera, that I realized that's exactly what was happening in the dream. So it was confirmed by the scriptures, and that's how the men of the Lord always did. Is that when they had the visions, they went back, you know, to what the Lord was saying. You know, not just on their own vain opinion like these people out here do.
Yeah. What they think and feel and shit.
Yeah, how they think and feel instead of going back and filtering it through scripture. You know? Let's see, the other one, the last one, brother, for you, it says to perceive, to recognize, to understand.
Damn, yeah, to understand. So he had went into it, breaking down really to be able to have perception is really to really understand things, right?
That's right.
You know, that's one of the I'm trying to find that scripture. I think it might be the sixth sense.
Oh yeah, I know in the prophet. Yeah,
real quick, and then we'll go back to mine. Yeah, get that precept. You know, because that's an actual ability. That's a special ability. Not everybody got that. What happened? A bird got shite on you?
Yeah, bird got him.
Hey. Don't internalize it. You got shite on. Yeah. But yeah, that's an actual special ability to be able to have that sixth sense and stuff, man, that the prophets got. You know? I think you could put in
yeah, I know exactly what
like
you're talking about.
senses, operations. He gave man operations. Like put in operations. It's in the Apocrypha. Yep. You got something in the midst? Oh, here. Why are you in the midst?
I think it's 17 and 5.
Oh, yeah.
Operations.
Yeah, it's 17, Sirach. Yeah, go see where to start at and then go from there. Is it right there? Or you can start
Sirach 17, I got it right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It's Sirach 17. I start at verse 5.
You still got okay.
Matter of fact, I start at verse 4. It says, "And put fear in man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls. They received the use of 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted them understanding."
There you go. That's the sixth sense. That perception to be able to understand. You know? And he ain't give that to everybody, right? Shalom. Yeah, he ain't give that to everybody, man. Only the elect, they can perceive or understand and recognize what's really going on. All right? Because a lot of rest of them is blinded. They won't eat the whole roll. You know?
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says,
They won't even look at the roll.
Yeah, they ain't looking at the roll, man. The roll in front of them, the prophets right there. They got the, the truth. They still on there going on Instagram prophets and stuff. I'm like, man, I got the truth. Like, why you looking at this? Why you sending me this Bible book, women's Bible? You know, women's Bible. They want to hear it softer. Women's Bible. They got a women's Bible. I didn't even know. I think I heard of this, but I didn't even know like this is that serious. I'm like, what's so special about this one? Oh, well, it got these little thought bubbles in there and they say different things. I'm like, well, if these different things don't go with the scriptures, don't read that. That mess your head up.
That's right.
You know? What is it when, like I said example. I said, what is when you say the scriptures when it say in Ecclesiastes that I found only one man righteous among 1,000, of a woman I found none.
Yep.
What is it gonna say in there? That's gonna mess up somebody that's a feminist. Well, they talk about ain't no woman that's righteous. You gotta understand that. Go ahead.
That's right. It says,
well, the word female in of itself
Lack of
means
faith.
lack of faith.
Yeah, mine is faith, man. Effeminate, man.
Right. Which how do we know that? When you go into the scriptures, it proves it.
Yes.
Okay, go into the scriptures, it proves it. And no, when you go into the certain women of the scriptures, they had a level of faith, but there were certain incidences where they lacked faith. How much more the women of today?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, even the women that what we talked about before, the Maccabean mother and stuff,
Right.
she had to put on a mind of a man.
Right.
So it was out of a norm for a woman to even do something like that.
Exactly.
You know, so
Right.
just to show you.
Right. That's what you call an exception, but the exception don't make the rule.
But the part
she
is that
had-
she
right.
was, it wasn't by herself. It had to be.
Right.
She had to put on a mind of
Right.
a man. It's not like she was like already like that.
Right. She had to take to masculine energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to take to masculine energy to be able to. Yeah.
You know, it says, I read again, verse 5. It says, and they received the use of 5 operations of the Lord, and the 6th place was parted them understanding, and the 7th speech, and interpretation of cognitions thereof. So there's really 7 senses if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Because it said the interpretation of the cognitions. You go into that word.
That's
too.
your
Right,
speech
Yeah. Okay.
and stuff. You know, the interpretation of of speaking language.
Right. Because you got parables. You know. That's not everybody can just go and break down parables and all that.
Yep.
No, you read the Bible off of face value and all of that, and just thinking that it is. No, there's actual parables in there. It could say a woman, and it's actually talking about philosophy. Talk about
Wisdom.
woman, it's talking about Israel.
Yep.
You know, so it's real deep, man.
And also, you got jakes that have that gift of that extra you call that the extra sense of being a polyglot, which is a person that can speak multiple language.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I got that word for cognition.
Yeah.
All right, just so we can get some more understanding on it. It says the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. We'll go into the Latin, and it's from cognoscere, which means get to know. Get to know.
Right.
So going into understanding,
Oh,
which the Lord imparted not unto the woman, understanding for the record. Right, because that her way of being instructed essentially comes through masculine energy for
That's
the
right.
man, which is her head. All right, the utmost, the chief, the Lord.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
It's like a child though. You gotta, in layman sense, women are
you gotta
mentally are like child.
you gotta interpret these things for women.
Yeah.
All right, that's the reality. Things need to be interpreted for women. How they should move, what they should do, how they should do it. All right, and then they build themselves up according to that.
That's standard.
Exactly.
That's right. It says count. It says verse 6. Counsel in a tongue. Counsel, like you said, which
Counsel.
you gotta have a right mind to have counsel, man.
Yep,
It
yep.
says counsel, which is advice,
Yep.
which has to come from a cognitive function.
I
You
teach
just
that.
can't give advice out here and you don't know shit. But you got people doing that in America, which is why this place is going, down the drain. It says counsel and a tongue, eyes, ears, and a heart, which means your mind. It says gave he them to understand. So all your counsel and your mind. It says your tongue, so your speech, your eyes, what you perceive, what you hear, and your heart, ultimately going into your mind to understand it, man. To ultimately perceive things, man, and get a good understanding. It says that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, bro.
Yep. Oh yeah, go back to where you at, Maya.
Isaiah 30.
Yep. That last bit.
Isaiah 30 verse
Oh, okay.
so 9. This is a rebellious people, lying children, children that would not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah. And you have our people, they don't want us to actually give them the vision. They want the smooth things, the pleasant things. Yeah, the Lord's coming back and establishing the kingdom. But they don't want to know that it's with much violence. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of recompense that's being done to those that receive benefits and have not known the Lord. You know, you got a lot of people walking around thinking that, oh yeah, man, I'm gaining this godliness as they go into, right? You know, the Lord, He came to bring peace, and sword, division. These are things that are actual, like harsh things about the scriptures, because the Bible itself is a masculine book, right?
That's
You
right.
can say it has what, man, going back to virtue and stuff, virtues and stuff, right? High moral character. A lot of times, a woman wouldn't even attempt some of the different things that we gotta just bear as just being a man. We just gotta man up, gird up that loins like a man, Job. You know?
Well, I was looking at it. Morality comes from men, because women are like, you have somebody that's immoral. That means they know what's Esau. He's immoral, meaning he knows what's right, but he does wrong.
Yeah.
And stuff. Versus, women they're kind of like amoral.
Right. Well, when you go into the very definition of morality, it's the distinction between what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, and the whatever governs your moral compass, as they say. But when you go into morality, in essence, it's your ability to distinguish between what's right and wrong.
That's right.
But what establishes right and wrong? The scriptures. The
Yeah, the
scriptures
scripture. Yeah, God.
outline what's right and what's wrong.
Which is the Lord.
And exactly.
Which is the masculine.
Exactly.
Which
That's-
goes into that, brother. Because you even further what I was gonna say in the spirit. Because women,
It don't matter.
I say women are by nature amoral, because they don't that concept of they just do that makes them happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what makes them happy? It could be wickedness,
Right.
or
makes them comfortable.
Yeah, or whatever makes them comfortable, which can be wickedness, man. So they don't have that concept, which means they need a guidance,
Yep.
which would be that man to give them that moral compass of knowing what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
And that's Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, the scriptures that he gave us, man.
Exactly.
But Jake has went away from that, and that's why you see our people all bugged out or doing all types of things and thinking it's okay, because they don't have a sense of actual morality, which is according to the scriptures, right and wrong.
And a lot of that is like physical, right? Because as much as it's spiritual, but Esau knows, because it's a part of your brain that kind of controls like that, knowing when to do right or wrong. So there's a lot of things that you consume, whether it be your food or what things you watch, affects your brain or that frontal lobe that has you do right or wrong. I remember, and not to get too to my personal endeavor, but I went through this situation, and I was doing things that I wouldn't normally do, and watching things I wouldn't normally do, because I went through this thing called cat scratch fever, and part of my brain was like kind of like messed up, I guess, at the time. And they basically said like, yeah, like the part of his brain that like literally would tell him not to do like certain things is that kind of like turned off, they basically said. So like I was like watching TV shows that I normally wouldn't fucking watch. It wasn't until like I started coming up out of it that I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this shit? Like, I would never watch this shit. And I know people were telling me like, no, yeah, like they were like, you wouldn't let no one change the channel because you wanted to watch it. I said that's fucking crazy because I wouldn't watch it. But it was, like I said, like the point is not to get too much into it. Esau has a bind on it. He knows, he has searched these things out. So you got to be mindful when you're eating certain things or watching certain things. It does play a point on your mind to do certain things that would be against, better judgment.
That's right.
That's why we got to rely on the Spirit, rely on Yahweh Shem Shai, to make sure we aren't going astray and doing the right thing. And we govern it by the Scriptures. We govern right and wrong through the Scriptures.
And they'll push those drill musics, or they'll push like they'll line up like these gang movies and put it under black culture. When you go into the word black culture, it means to honor.
What is it? You said what black culture you said?
Like they'll put like movies, like gang movies, gang related movies
Gangsters.
under black culture.
Okay.
Oh yep. And that associates all that evilness with just Jake, basically.
And it associates it with the spirit of notoriety, respect, right?
Yeah, like this chick told me.
And that's really Isaiah 5:20. They put darkness for light, light for darkness.
Spirit, I was going to get that. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll read it right now. Yeah, this slot. I literally just light. Dude. Yeah. Here it is. This is
Oh my God, that's the rock the bar. You got up there? Yo.
This is Isaiah. There we go. This is Isaiah chapter.
Rock the bar. Right? Elder Barak Gabar. Yes, sir. That's it.
Shalom. It says, verse 5. Isaiah 5:20. Shalom. Isaiah 5:20. It says, "Woe to them that call evil good, and good evil."
It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good." All right. So that's what's promoted within the society through the current wicked rulership, and our people eat it up. Our people don't make the distinctions between good and evil. Okay? Even though we tell them, and generally speaking, it's because they've given over to those desires of the flesh. You know, to them, the things of this world is what feels good. It's what gives them a sense of purpose. Even though spiritually they've been void, all right? But carnally, they have this appetite that's always needing to be filled, okay? Because they're leaning more on the things of the flesh as opposed to the things of the spirit. But it said, woe unto the individual that sets in place that evil for good. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "And put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter."
Yeah, go into it, brother.
Current. You know, so basically, you know, what we see right now is Esau. He pushes up wickedness as the good thing to do, and that's everything that's promoted here in America. If it's promoted and advertised here in America, at this point, 10 times out of 10 is wickedness, man. Yeah. You know, versus what is righteous in the scriptures. People demonize that and make it look like it's the worst thing ever. I remember hearing a woman hearing that in the scriptures a father will look for a man for his daughter, and these women were like, "What? What's up? Why is my father even involved in my relationships?" Not knowing that in the biblical custom that was the best thing for you, because he's gonna look for a man that's liking them to himself. It's gonna be easy transition, you know. Unlike what you're doing now, you're going through hordes of men trying to find the right man and getting fucked up because of it, man. You know, for lack of better words, man. You know. So that's just one of the things that Esau puts up as light, but it's truly darkness, man. You know.
Yeah, well, like the brother mentioned, also black culture. You know, that's primarily what our people subscribe to. Because again, it's held in a high sense of esteem in this society. The same reason why you can go on YouTube and see all this fucking degeneracy on YouTube, these different rap videos promoting adultery, drug abuse, the promoting all these types of evil. But a brother's channel getting 2 strikes because he goes into the holy scriptures to make sense of everything. That's a clear example right there. Darkness, okay, being represented as light. Oh, that's hate. You can't talk. That's hate speech. Right. But the person promoting all this adultery and idolatry and other forms of wickedness isn't. That's destroying that man's soul. That's not hate speech. Come on, bro. The hypocrisy of this place runs deep. Okay? And it's specifically targeted to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to continue that cycle of your self-destruction. Go ahead, brother.
It's Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place.
Yeah, and we see clearly that folly is set in a very high. That's why, like right now, in this time and day and age, the thing that people most look to do is go viral. But you notice how the things that go viral are the most vain, profitless, useless BS. People going viral for doing dares that could cost them their life.
That's right.
Doing the most dumbest things, man. And people will be hopping on the bandwagon. They see somebody do it, then they got to do it because it got them viral, and they want to get the clicks, the likes, the views, the comment, all that. They want to jump on that. Oh, how could I get that superstardom, that rise to fame? Because that's what's held in a high esteem. That's that folly.
Well, you know, you seen
because people want the thing of it is Jake. When it comes to Jake, forget the rest of the nation. When it comes to Jake, they want basically what we're set to get, but they want it impulsively. They want it now and by the means, of the enemy. I almost try to put those 2 words together. By the means of the enemy. That's why they totally grain within the ways of the enemy, because they know that if they do A and B and C, it'll get them to certain riches, certain rewards.
That's right.
But then what happens to that man in the latter end of those things? You got to become a degenerate. You got to make a complete fool of you. Jake is just crazy right now with making a complete and utter fool of himself.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to social media, man. You just be streaming through your feed, you see a nigga come up doing the most outlandish shit just so he can get them views, man. That's the state of Israel right now. And it says the rich sit in low place. The rich, the actual rich, right? Those that are genuinely in abundance, okay, are sitting in a place of humility, in a very low spot. Why? Because those particular individuals, those men, are going to inherit great riches that the Most High is going to endow them with.
That's right.
Which takes patience. It takes a sense of suffering, humility, right? Before you can get that honor, you have to take on a sense of humility, right? Because while our rewards are deferred, they're going to be eternal.
That's right.
The rewards that are set up right now in this kingdom are only temporary. And by the means and by which you got to access them turns you into an anti-Messiah, or turns you against the Lord, man. So the rich sit in low places. We're not trying to get rich, okay, by this world standards. And the real riches anyway is these knowledge, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. That's what's gonna afford us eternal life. Not making yourself a damn fool clown on Esau's social media platforms, etc., etc., etc. But you brothers got it.
The greatest example that we have, that I've seen, is that milk crate challenge. You know when people died off that shit? There's I remember,
limbs and stuff.
yeah, broke limbs, died. Like there was the one young girl, she almost made it through the damn challenge, so to speak. Fell, and then she broke her back by her falling straight on the milk crate and shit, man. You know, doing dumb shit, she died. You know,
Right.
Trying to mimic everybody else, and everybody else is doing it from fucking Florida all the way to New York and shit. People are seeing people bust their ass, but you still go fucking do the challenge, man.
Yeah. The men of the Lord, they're not looking to be seen, bro. We want to be hid under the shadow of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and when it's time for us to get those rewards on high, then we'll be magnified. We're not looking for any vain, how do I want to say, big ups and props and accolades of this world, man. It's nothing but folly and destruction. And that's essentially what the brother read in Ecclesiastes 10.
And the definition of folly in the Entomon dictionary says mental weakness. So these people are mentally weak.
Yes, sir.
That they need attention.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the men of the Lord, we come out here, we do this, and then we go, you basically disappear.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to really be seen, don't want people really to notice us and all that. We just come out here and do what the Lord told us to do. You know, but a weak-minded person, they want tension all the time.
Could I just say one thing? Because it ain't, at the end of the day, it ain't
say,
about us.
Exactly.
Like, people trying to make everything about, that makes me, this whole week I was so grieved because it's like everywhere you go, people want to take to themselves the credit for the shit they haven't fucking done, man. Right. Like nobody really besides the men of the Lord, and even we got to get better at giving the credit to the Heavenly Father through His Son, bro. To Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It just started, really this week, I started getting fucking grieved when I was really thinking about how people just take to themselves credit for everything. Art, like, okay, I get it. You took the picture, but whose masterpiece is this really? Who made this possible, man? I'm sick of seeing that, man. I'm sick of seeing, we live in a world that doesn't get the credit to who it belongs to, bro.
That's right.
And we in that generation where people are totally entitled and self-willed, right? In the last days, that's what's going to happen. These people are going to be self-willed, right? Lovers of the water, Yahweh. That's right, brother. That's it.
If I can add to that, right, and that's the difference between like while we're in this truth and in this faith versus those that like take up like carnal things like, like you said, photography or boxing like that. They put all that work and labor in there and they think of themselves to be somebody. While we take in this work and labor in this truth, we know it's not of us. Right. We know that the Lord can literally just take us out any minute. We give all praises that the Lord would give us that the eye salve and the spiritual glasses, because not everyone can see the folly that everyone else is doing. Right. But we have that ability to see the folly, all thanks to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we give all that honor and glory and praise to that. And as we keep diving more into the scriptures and building ourselves up in the faith, we accredit it all to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's not about, this is what I did every week. This is what I put off to the side. Like, no, the scriptures talk about going astray, seek Him 10 times more. Yeah. So we can never go enough. So we don't ever see ourselves as like, oh, we're doing it all. It's all on us. It's like, no, it's the Lord that's given us that opportunity. Yeah. And we're given the opportunity to make something of ourselves to be saved. you know, to put off our wickedness, right? For Yahweh Shema Shai, we do everything for, and shoot, not only do we do everything for, you know, we really do everything for the elect's sake, you know, not just for anybody. We don't do it for everybody. We do it for our own salvation and the elect's sake. And hopefully, you know, like I said, to be forgiven, you know, from the Most High.
Right. Well, that's man, that's really deep when you think about it. You said everything for the elect's sake. That means you got to put aside everything that you got going on to enable the fold of the Most High that is meant to receive it.
Yep.
That, in hopes that you will receive it then. Because you really doing this for other men to receive, specifically that government body, but then of course the rest of the elect that is scattered. But when you think about the position that we're in, that means that we got to set aside everything we got going on. That's a very selfless thing to do.
That's love right there, man.
Right? Like, hold up, I got shit going on, but there's men out there that need to hear this so that they could be hopefully sealed and receive their salvation. Everything for the sake of the elect, while you are in a position of being a prisoner to that hope yourself. This thing's heavy, man. So the Lord got us in a position to, we have no choice. We have to be humble.
That's right.
We have to be humble. We have to fear. You know?
I got a scripture for you. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. I start at verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incompetent, fierce." Is the fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Yeah, could, brother, go ahead and read that in the NLT. That said a whole lot. That said a whole lot, and that we see all of those things that the scriptures just described in the times that we're living in, particularly, all right, through the actions of these regular individuals, but we're also seeing it through the actions of individuals who have basically prescribed to themselves leadership positions, and they're not qualified to be no fucking leader, man. Just gonna call it for what it is, all right? They're not teaching the right doctrine, and I don't care what your motive is. Your intentions could be true, and you still could be off, all right? You got to get this thing. You got to be of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day, okay? So go ahead and read that again in the NLT Bible Shah. Yeah, there's too much bullshit going on, man. That's why the Most High is going to swiftly start, which he already is, but you're going to see more of it in abundance, man. More of it in abundance. We were talking last week about the amount of accidents and also road rage incidents, and then literally the whole week I seen notifications on YouTube about even the brother, that 3-car accident on Kelly Drive because somebody tried to do a fucking illegal U-turn. Now, I don't know why you would do that over there. That's, oh my gosh.
God
that's
damn.
insane.
And the person, the ride share, you know, ride share with Uber, you share with another person. Y'all going to 2 separate destinations, but get almost like a cab, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sharing the cab, but one person died.
Judgment.
Yeah.
And that's just goes to show you that pride gets you nowhere. And fucking these cops, man, the most proudest fucking motherfuckers here, man. Like as you go through these different like occupations and jobs and stuff like that, the cops are the most proud, man. But pride ain't gonna get you nowhere but death and destruction. But he probably thought, oh, I'm a cop, I can do whatever the hell I want, and then pulls and pops a U-turn.
Right.
I'm above the law.
He's there,
Right.
yep. But Jake, all our people are the same way, man. You can't tell these people nothing, man. You cannot tell our people nothing, man. Yep.
Read that again, brother Salaki.
NLT.
Yeah. Whoever got it.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This is a trustworthy saying. If someone inspires to be an elder, he desires an honorable position.
No, I said second Timothy.
Where you at?
2 Timothy.
I got it in the GNT.
And the GNT?
Yeah, GNT.
Okay, let's see what the GNT says.
Come on. This is 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. It says, "Remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited."
Right, remember, there was a time where things were, people were a lot more considerate towards one another. You know, people be holding doors for one another. You know, people were even if they weren't intentionally trying to be nice, they still felt obligated, right?
Yeah.
To hey, how y'all look at the door for you, all that other stuff. But there was still a sense of consideration, okay? Regardless of intent, there was still a sense of that. You don't have none of that here. Everybody, it's like a free for all. Every time you get on that freeway, every time you get on, you know, the road, it's a free. Nobody cares.
No.
They'll cut right. You trying to do something, you put your turn signal on, somebody will speed through, make sure you can't cut in, cut around you. You know, I had an incident, you know, Lord finally blessed me with a little something. So I finally got out of my old car, 7 years in the making. So I'm trying to merge over in this, not have a personal vendetta against Honda Odysseys now. You know, traumatized. This kingdom traumatizes you, man. Real talk, but, you know, joking, but real talk, this kingdom traumatizes you. So I'm just trying to merge over, and this person deliberately speeds up, rides alongside of me. The shoulder is about to end, and all he had to do was either speed up, go around me, or back off so I can cut in. He wanted to deliberately push me to the shoulder, and the curb was about to come up. So I had to do a full-on, like, break. Like, what is with all that? I would never try to put... Even if you're on my arm, I see, well, that's a devil right there. Let me go ahead and put his life in jeopardy for no fucking reason beside I'm just disgruntled. You can't cut in front of me, right? Type of attitude. But that's how low people have gotten. Lovers of self in every sense. Even if it means one spot ahead on the fucking highway, they'll literally put your life and their life both in jeopardy just to get the satisfaction of, yeah, you ain't getting around me. That pride, man.
Well,
and selfishness. And you see it in every way. Somebody, I forgot where I saw it, somebody left a comment and said that literally they like the people that pay attention to the rules because it makes life easier on them for them that don't. They just bowl with it now. They don't give a F. Like, you know? Like they we're glad there's rules because it makes it easier for people like me who don't follow them. Yeah. That's man, the Most High gonna do a number on you people, bro. But go ahead, Slaki. I don't want to rant. Go ahead.
It says, remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited. And if I may quickly say in the spirit,
by all means,
you know, like you said, there's examples where I remember I was on a bus, and I still do it if I see a elderly person that, you know, might be hunched over, and I'm sitting down, I'm like, I remember I did it recently. It was an older gentleman.
Right.
I was like, nah, Pop, you know, this is not my physical father, but I was like, nah, Pops, no, sit down. He's like,
Respect your
he said, oh, man, thank you, I appreciate it, man. He said, ain't nobody really out here like that. Like, you know, like, hey,
sense of decency,
you know,
right?
it's a culture thing that we used to take care of the, you know, the elderly, man. You know, but we've lost that in this in this nigga culture that we have here in America, man.
Yeah.
You know, it says, conceited, oh Jesus, man. It says they will be insulting, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful,
disobedient to parents. Now that's people, obviously, in the world. These children now, they'll kill their parents over something light.
Over the PS4, man.
Yeah, over pizza. You see the little fat ass nigga that want to kill his dad because he said he couldn't have no pizza, some shit like that. Y'all see that video?
Oh yeah, I see.
He had the knife. Dude was like, put that fucking knife down.
Yeah, he's like,
you ain't giving me no pizza? The gripping it. I don't know if y'all seen that. You seen that? That's what? Like, what's going on with these kids, man? But they're a product of their parents, too.
Yeah, that one demon kid. I want to kill my mom.
damn.
I want to kill my dad.
Yeah.
And it went viral.
Wow. That's how I remember, yeah.
It went viral.
Yeah.
That's the pollution that the scriptures be talking about. That's the degeneracy. The scriptures say that over time that the new generation is going to be degenerate. That's the degeneracy that we're talking about. The year 2024, this is the worst generation of the worst generation.
Yeah.
It just keep multiplying, man. But that's the scriptures. The scriptures are coming to life. The love of many is going to wax cold. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
That's right.
All this is happening because of sin, right? All this is happening because people are disconnected from the Most High and disconnected from the Most High's words. That's lawlessness.
talking about kids. The scriptures say, any child that honor your father and your mother, for your days shall be long upon the earth. That's the commandment. And it also says anybody that curses father and mother shall be put to death. You're not even supposed to curse your parents, no matter what they are or what they did. Those are still your parents. That the Most High made these rules and the instructions for guidelines for how to live and how to cope and civilize.
That's right.
Not only amongst your people, but to your own family. All right, your parents. That's why we got civil laws. Civil laws is your dispute between you and your kindred.
That's right.
Ceremonial laws, the high holy days that we.
But this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16.
Same book, same chapter.
So the letter in here says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
There you go, man. Instruction in righteousness. Righteousness is godliness. Unrighteousness is ungodliness. So the scriptures instruct us how to be godly, how to be gods on earth. The rules makes us separate from the other nations.
That's right.
It makes us better than the other nations. It sets us apart. That's what holy means, to set apart. And the Lord commanded us to be holy, for he is holy. Right? Yeah.
Verse 17 says that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Thoroughly furnished to all good works. The works in the law. Works of being godly, being righteous, being your brother's keeper. Because that's in the law. You know? You could finish that up in Timothy's 3.
3, okay. Yeah. It says, disobedient to parents, ungrateful.
Hey, spiritual parents too.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You know, the brother was going into it, physical parents and your spiritual parents. There's a bunch of badass kids out here, you know, like the brother said, not qualified to be leaders, but they're just mimicking what their old leaders did. They're bootlegging what their leaders did, and they're pretending to be leaders, and they're not, right? But we understand that they have their lots to be the corruptible trees to bring forth corruptible fruit.
That's right.
For their destruction, you know? But go ahead.
It says, irreligious. It says, which I'm going to get that definition of that word. Irreligious, it says, someone indifferent or hostile to religion, having no religious beliefs. Atheistic.
Yep. What would scripture talk about? True religion or true worship.
That's right.
So you can clearly see. Yep. Nobody is committed to what truthfully is being required of them. Right?
That's right. So, you know,
especially for those to whom it applies, you know, they take on what appears to be a sense of godliness, but it's anything but.
That's right.
You know, so they don't have true worship. All right. Now you see that from the world too. There's lack of commitment or follow through.
Yeah.
People are basically just full of words, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They're full of words. They do what they say what sounds good. They like our elder apostles say. There's a regurgitation. Everybody's just regurgitating shit, man. You know, right. And not actually committed to fulfilling the acts that are representative of those words.
That's right. It says they will be unkind, merciless. It says slanderous.
There ain't no mercy. That's why Jay killing each other.
Yep.
That's right.
Murdering each other. You stepped on my J's, man.
Yeah,
You gotta go. You wear navy blue. You gotta go. It's idiocracy, man. It's just stupidity. You from that neighborhood. You gotta go. I'm just going to school. I was born. My parents are from there. I ain't down with no gang and no clique. But you gonna kill me because I'm from that block? I'm not from 63rd. Oh, that's stupid shit, man. It's really, but that's the low mental, that's mental weakness. That's the folly that's setting great dignity. Because you prioritize that, but you don't prioritize loving your neighbor as yourself. You don't prioritize honoring your father and your mother, keeping the Sabbath holy. not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobsters. You don't prioritize forgiving your brother. There's no mercy.
And that's why I add to that, like the brother said, and that's because Esau gave Jake the keys to be just more wicked, right?
Yeah.
Because and, you know, you got these guys like Kanye been saying it, like, you know, Jake could have took his wealth and his, you know, but he really couldn't because we're under the curses. You know, you think about it, like with that money and fame that he got, why didn't he do something a little bit more
constructive,
productive, you know, and righteousness? But that's because Esau is in power right now. So he said, listen, I'm gonna give you all the money. I just need you to rap about this, talk about this, make videos about this, and just, you know,
Like, talk about Jesus.
And if you're all gonna talk any type of good talk about this white man Jesus. Talk about how, you know, the so-called white man is that guy. You know, that you gotta, you know, bow to him. And by these ways here, right? But now it's just all out straight, just wickedness. Like, a lot of people just like, you know, you got Lil Nas X, is, you know, just straight, just Satanism. Like, everything just Satanism. It's all just, and it's by design. Like, everything that's set up. So even if you wanted to be really like, you know, righteous in this kingdom, the Lord, Esau gonna shut that shit down. You know, he's gonna make sure that's why when we come out here and do these little videos, even the few views we got, Esau making sure it's shut down. But any type of followiness, that can stay up.
Oh yeah. I say Esau, see, that's why he's the perfect devil.
Yep.
You know, he's the diabolical master of wickedness.
Yep.
Because he has it all on lock. You know, Jake like music, Jake like partying. Let me get control. He knows the psyche, studies the psyche.
Yep.
He's a sorcerer, so he studies witchcraft and sorcery and spells.
That's what it is.
He studies enchantments. So he knows, you know, let me manipulate their music so they could be prone to killing each other.
Yep.
Let me manipulate their spiritual people.
Yep.
Let me manipulate that. So he got spirituality on lock. He got the music on lock. He got the health on lock. You go to the hospital. It's like no matter what aspect of life you try to go to, Esau is manipulating it.
Yep.
Let me control the hospitals and push the pharmaceutical drugs on them. You know, you want to help your people, so you go to be the doctor, but now you got to prescribe them with the poisons that they give you. You can't even give them the holistic routes.
Right, because they can get you for malpractice. You take a Hippocratic oath, you gotta follow the guidelines and procedures that they have established and all agreed on within the so-called medical community. And it's not designed to make you better. It's not designed to cure or heal, which is what the word cure means, to heal. Heal meaning whole, make you whole. That's not what they're there to do, because that is an avenue that generates Esau a great amount of wealth, and it establishes them and grants them a great matter of control over you.
Power. Power.
It's all a part of him being a cunning hunter.
Yeah.
He set all kinds of snares and traps for you to fall into.
Well, brother, may I?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to. Okay. Psalm 64:5, it says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily."
Damn.
That's why the scriptures say that the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. And that fits no one greater than Esau Edom, which is the Caucasian race. They're more subtle than any other nation when it comes to the snares and nets that they set up. Like I said, Jake want to go. I want to be a teacher. I want to teach my people the right way.
Right.
But you teach them with the education that the Rockefellers set up.
There you go.
You go to the health systems, the Hippocratic Oath. I want to be a police officer. Now you got the blue wall of silence. Right? No matter where you go, he got a snare there that you can't get past. Spirituality, you got the white Caesar Borgia, the white Jesus, the heroin addict, hippie, crackhead looking person that we don't recognize. Because that man is not in the scriptures. Okay.
They encourage, Psalm 64:5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Who shall see them? Right? That's why Esau rules. That's why it's called a shadow government. You know? He set up puppet leaders because he likes to rule from behind the scenes. You know?
Clandestine, which means hidden. They hidden themselves, right?
Oh, that's the quality of a serpent. That's an attribute of a serpent. A serpent doesn't have too many offenses. It doesn't have. It's not a creature that has a lot of. It doesn't have a lot of offenses, meaning like it ain't got no defense against other predators. So it has
claws, teeth, giant teeth or like that. It's not very very big. It don't got like offensive weapons basically.
So it has to stay hidden.
Yeah, its biggest weapon is its subtlety.
It's subtlety.
Yep, it's subtlety and it's camouflage.
Yeah,
Snakes are very camouflaged.
Yes.
And the reason why a lot of people get bit by snakes is because they don't see it.
They don't never
They
see
just
it.
stumble upon it. They're just walking by, and
strike your
snakes
ass.
are very subtle and they're camouflaged in their intentions, right?
Yeah.
Because their intentions is to catch a prey,
setup.
Yes.
and they just sit there in camo, not realizing that it's blending in with its surroundings, and then when it gets an opportunity to strike, it strikes.
It will strike.
That's a defense. Yeah,
That's their defense mechanism. That's their glory, though.
Yep.
That's their glory, to be camouflaged, to not be seen in plain sight,
Yep.
and to strike when you get past them.
Yep.
It says, verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
It showed you that in the movie Django, right? When he was breaking down to Jamie Foxx, the structure of a J-Cad.
Yep.
He said, you see this? This is a Negro skull. You see these 3 points right here? Why do Esau know all that?
Right.
Because they've been fucking studying Jake, man.
Yep.
Even down to your skeleton. Even that sick, damn, what was his name, man? It's that sick bastard, Money. When he studied, basically, he studied children and he studied all ages of how they orgasm.
Oh yeah, I know.
Dude, Money. His name was Money.
Fuck, man.
His last name was Money, basically. But Esau studies, man. He studies because he is diabolical at being wicked, man. He's a master of being wicked. So he'll do autopsies and study how your cells work, study how your brain works, study how you respond to things, just so he can have control. He has a God complex. He wants to control you. If you can't find it, it's cool. Something Money.
John Money.
John Money. That's another wicked devil, psychopath, that basically he did the study of,
Yeah, that's evil as hell, bro.
wicked. And he studied all ages, even infants. He studied infants' orgasm.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But shit like that gets a pass. Shit like that gets swept under the rug. When wicked, evil bastards like that don't get exposed,
Right, and that's another tool. They hide behind what they call science.
Yes.
They hide behind that. Okay, that's another example of them being subtle. They'll say that's for research and development. They'll use all these euphemisms for what it really is,
Yes.
which is wickedness, perversity. Because remember, they're not. See, Esau knows the right thing to do, but he's adverse to the Most High, so he's always going to lead with the intention of doing what's opposite to the Most High.
Yes.
Okay?
I got a precept.
And you got to remember that since the brother mentioned he got a God complex for the elites, this is all a desperate attempt for them to try to retain power on earth. The more they're able to corrupt and pervert and destroy, the longer they're able to have a foot or a stronghold on the rest of the earth. Okay? So it all goes back to that power dynamic, good versus evil. Okay? And their desperate attempt to try to retain their power on the earth. They figure it's like one last thought.
You got it.
As long as in their mind they can corrupt and pervert and turn those against the Most High, who's the Most High have to come back to save. That's that's part of that complex. All right? That's part of that diligent search. Look, we need to keep these people in a certain state so we can continue to rule and continue the possession over the earth that we have. All right?
No. I got a precept.
Yeah, let that brother get what he got.
Oh, okay. This is Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked,
Damn.
yet he will not learn righteousness. This is favor. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. If that's not a favor, I don't know what is, man. The heathens can't say that the Most High wasn't fair. Because y'all all got a chance to rule. And look what you did to the planet Earth. You destroyed it. Chemtrails in the air, GMO food, fluoride water, cloning meats, splicing meats with random DNAs. Impossible meat. The hell is that?
Destroying the family structure.
Yeah. Let favor be shown to the giving women's rights and women authority over the man. Women judges, women police officers. Child support. The list goes on. Demasculating a man.
Demonizing femininity.
Yeah.
Because like something I was thinking about is they're very overt about their attack on men.
Yeah.
But what isn't necessarily often talked about is how they subtly attack the femininity of women.
Yeah.
They're very open about men being toxic and this is as good as a man gets and all this other bullshit mantras that they shout to be anti-masculine. But the way that they come at a woman is very subtle.
Yeah.
Very subtle. And they get them hook, line, and sinker.
Because you got duped.
Yeah.
Thinking that you're free.
Right.
Or you got rights.
Right. Like
You don't need a man.
It's like exactly.
Independent woman.
Right. You got your own money. You don't need. Right.
Welfare.
Right.
Section 8, food stamps.
That's it.
You don't need your husband.
And all women see, unfortunately, is the quick access to resources, not realizing how it's destroying her. That's very cunning. That's cunningly deceptive. And remember, single parent households are incentivized.
Yeah.
The more you are anti your husband, okay, anti-masculine, it's as though you have access to more resources.
Yeah.
That's why who's in the household? Single. Why do they want to know all the marital statuses and all of that?
Right.
Why you think that's a requirement on these motherfucking forms, on these forms, man? He very evil, Slocky.
Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, those small hats, the 1948ers, will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh. And you spit in the Lord's face when you say that we are not the people of the Lord. You spit in the Lord's face when you put those images up of Caucasian Israelites, Caucasian angels, naked baby angels. That's a spit in the Lord's face. You make the Lord a so-called white man.
Well, that's his blasphemy when you go into the book of Revelation. That's a form of his blasphemy. Okay? Which when you get into it, it's basically either you have ill will or you set yourself up in the position of what you're not, essentially. We could look at it too. You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, Con.
Revelation chapter 13. Yeah, it's good to be bringing this up. This Revelation 13 and verse 5. It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. Right. And like you said, the great things, like even going into pseudoscience, that's great things. You know, this dude boasts against. Yes.
Believe in the science. Don't believe in the scriptures.
Trust it.
Don't believe in the herb that the Lord made to heal you and get you right. Believe in our science. It's a miracle what we've been able to do. Normally, it would have taken us 20 years to find out that this shit will kill you. Now, we just are skipping that step and telling y'all to take it. We'll find out. You know? Right. Warp speed. Oh, man. Warp speed. These motherfuckers, bro. Evil. Evil. Slocky. I just had to throw that in there. You know?
Yeah. And blasphemies, right? This different slanders against the Lord's word and such. Because the Lord actually, it's clear who the Israelites are. Who are poor, who's in poverty, who's suffering, who's in the prison houses. You know? Who is wandering around and, you know, they looking for their shepherd. That's us, man. Esau not looking for salvation. He in his heaven right now. Look
That's
at this
right.
man.
Right.
Look where they coming out. They living in these damn nice ass places. Mostly Edomites living in there, you know, and they heaven, and they making these communities that are hoods a heaven, you know, because they want their houses to continue forever, right?
Yeah, that's those the scriptures talk about him being in high places.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the most expensive places to live are like lofts, very high up area, right? And that really distinguishes this man from other people.
Yeah.
You know, Jake's average are going to be able to afford any of those high up areas. And remember, it's a spirit, so they're able to look down. Even these lower level Edomites still have those attributes, even though they might not fully understand.
Yeah.
It's in their spirit. You know, these damn trust fund babies and all that. They you know, they got that generational wealth. The first thing they think is to go and be high and continue to attribute themselves in those, you know, places of high esteem, essentially. You know, they take to themselves those places.
Well, if I can add to that real quick, like you got these condos and stuff. Like I seen this one condo, they literally built on the roof more houses on top of the condo. So it was like you're already, like you think you're already on the 20th floor, you know, in the condo. You're thinking, man, I'm on the top. You go on the rooftop and there's houses on top of the rooftop. Like that's the ultimate level of like, you know, like there's no reason to build houses on top of the rooftop. So like, so you gotta look at these, like these small level buildings. Like this is like your best, you know, example. But they literally built like these condos on top of the freaking, you know, skyscraper condo, man.
Yeah.
Condominiums.
Which shows that they're the Edomites.
Yeah.
Because they replica the caves of the Caucasus Mountains.
Yep.
Everything concrete, you know.
Hate being that high, man.
Yeah,
real talk.
real. I'm scared. I don't fuck with heights neither,
It's
man.
dangerous, man.
Yeah, if it's beyond 3 stories, nah.
Yeah, it's too high.
Yeah. I got the word for blasphemy.
Okay.
It says the act of insulting or showing contempt or lack of reverence for God. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, essentially. And then B, the act of claiming the attributes of a deity.
See, and the example I always give that shows that Esau, Edom, the Caucasian race or America, period, is totally adverse to the Heavenly Father or the anti-Messiah is what's the First Amendment? The freedom of religion. What's the first commandment? Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's right.
The Lord said you can't have no other God but me. And America says you can believe in whatever you want to believe, man. That's blasphemy, man. You're totally disrespecting the rules and regulations that the Lord set up. The Lord said, I created man and woman. Here go Esau, science. You know, man and man. Woman and woman. Maybe you're not, maybe you're just non-gender.
Undefined.
Yeah.
Non-binary.
Non-binary. Look, you
Crazy. Look at the Olympics.
Like, no, I was gonna say respect our pronouns.
Yep.
respect
Yeah.
they, them.
Yeah.
They,
You look up Google, you know, the God of science, Google himself, right? It says there's 72 genders.
damn.
I said, what the hell is 72? Where are these people at?
And why is it, you know what's crazy?
72 genders.
You know, why can't
Yeah,
their
they said
science,
it on top,
they'll
too.
say that, but why can't their science properly explain that there's all them genders, but they are either on the spectrum of masculine or feminine? They fall in between those two categories. And if there are that many genders, why is it that when you undergo any sort of medical prognosis, you have to take any sort of prescriptions or you undergo any medical procedures, they ask you, what were you biologically born as? And you have to put it, because if they misdiagnose you, they'll put in jeopardy the physicians, the hospital. Why do they do that? Why can't your science say what it really is? Because there's an agenda. And like the brothers beautifully in the spirit explaining, that's part of the opposition that this man has to the Most High. Most High said he created them, and he said, no.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah. It's what you feel.
Yeah.
This is how I feel inside. That's what Dave Chappelle said. It's like the foolishness is like, just like, you know, people are trying to say that the woman and a man. It's like, I can't just like, you know, a Chinese man can't just wake up and just be like, yeah, I'm a so-called Negro. Like, like you're not like you have the spirit of one, but like you don't have the features of that, you know, of that person. You can't just say I want to be called this. You know, it's just foolishness, man.
Yeah,
But like, damn, what the hell was I gonna say? That's how you know, kind of. It all goes back to Adam, Eve, and the serpent, man. Because the serpent is telling the Adamites or us, the holy people, like, oh, it don't matter, do this, do that, you know, it's okay. You know, eat up this wicked fruit, you know, parabolic, and you know that's kind of where we're at right now. It's all coming back full circle.
it's the same formula.
Yeah.
The serpent is deceiving the woman to deceive the man. Man. The same formula is going on today. Our women is against us, and brothers got women. You know.
And another thing that you said about agenda, people are quick to be like, oh, it's not an agenda, it's not a plan. Like, yo, that every single business is doing what? Inclusion, diversity and inclusion. Every single business is doing that. Why is that? Why do you think every business is pushing diversity and inclusion and whatever equality? Yeah. To get these fucking freaks and weirdos in this damn job to make it seem like it's normal. You know? Like it's normal to bring these freaks, like, oh, we're diverse, we're inclusive. Like, fuck all that, man. Like,
we don't need anybody.
It's an agenda.
Because listen, they get incentives.
Yep.
Once they make an inquiry, remember these places get audited. How many women do you have working there? How many, you know, LGBTQ members? What are you doing to promote
Diversity.
Right, all of that in the workplace. Okay, well we can give you a break on here.
We'll sponsor you.
Yeah, right.
I know.
And you think it's harmless, but it's all covertly an attack on spirituality and on your mind.
I got it right here because they know, the wicked know, the elites about it, you know, not the everyday Joe Schmo, 6-pack crackers, but the ruling bloodlines of the planet Earth, of the house of Edom. They know as long as we stay disconnected from the Heavenly Father, or we break the laws, the Most High is going to be mad at us. This is Judith chapter 5 verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error, I'm gonna read up. That's good. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So the heathens know, as long as we transgress the Lord's statutes, commandments, we're going to be in error.
That's right.
And the Lord is going to be against us. And when the Lord is against us, the nations can thrive.
That's right.
The heathens can rule, thrive, and do what they want with us. But when our power is with us, the nations can't do nothing to us. That's why you're witnessing the prophets come out now, because the Lord has put his spirit upon men to preach his word. And there's nothing Esau or Edom could do about it. There's nothing the nations could do. They could do all the blocks, all the cutting brothers channels, but the words of the Most High does not go out void.
That's right.
It accomplished what it set out to do. All right? So it says, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
That's right.
And all the abominations that's going on is going to get put to an end. Weed smoking, drug dealing, hookah, drags, and drags. All right? All that's going to be put to an end, man. The folly setting great dignity is going to be put to an end.
That's right.
Freedom to do whatever the hell you want. Everybody being entitled to their so-called opinion.
Oh yeah.
That's done, bro. That's gonna be done.
This place living up to its name. Yeah.
That's right.
It wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't confusion here.
If I may, because the brother said it's an agenda, which it is, that with the scripture that others just read, it is an agenda, because they know what's going to happen to us if we are in a perpetual state of sin, so they constantly pushing that upon our people, and like you said, mainly the women in the spirit. Same thing would happen in the garden to the woman, then to the man. And if the brothers are privy, I know some brothers like to play video games and all this stuff. There's a company called Ubisoft back in the day. It's called Ubisoft.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, but they back in the day, their games used to be amazing because all the creators of the games were men. It was always about brotherhood,
Right.
sacrifice,
Right.
all these things. You know, those games back then was good, amazing. Back in the early 2000s, I still play them.
Right.
But now they were saying the games have gotten all soft,
Yeah.
and then they showed the team of the people who were making the games.
So
It's
women.
fucking women, bro.
And transform.
Yeah. Women in Transformers, dyed hair freaks, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the game's gotten soft. The people in the games looking like moles and shit.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, they feminine as hell, man. So even in entertainment lifestyle, you see that because men have been taken out, that's a form of blasphemy, pitting the woman over the man. You know, making men effeminate. That all goes into Esau being blasphemous against Yahweh Bashim Shai, because the Lord has set up the proper order of things. The man over the woman.
And if you have an all-men team, you're freaking, you know, there's something wrong with you. You know,
Right.
you know, you're not being diverse and inclusive. So, you know, your team is demonized because you want an all-man team. You know, and that's why, like, you see these newer shows and newer movies, they have to have a Mo in there. They have to have some sort of woman having more authority or power over the men. They have to put that in there. They just have to.
And even though women shouldn't even be in competitive sports anyway,
Right.
generally speaking, that only hurts y'all women. To
Right.
integrate men into y'all sports and vice versa, it only hurts you.
Right. Still dominant.
Yeah, it hurts you.
Talking shit against other men. What's that woman boxer, Creasy Shields, the black woman, that said she can beat up that one dude who's like, you know, he don't got, I don't think he got that many championships or whatever, but like
It don't matter.
you ain't go fucking win that fight, man. I want to see it, just to humble the women, you know, entertainment wise, but overall, it's really hurting you women.
And when you notice, when you see these couples, usually it's the man walking behind the woman, and when a stroller's involved, he's always the one that's really pushing it.
Yeah.
You don't see the woman pushing the stroller, you see him pushing it. And like I said, when they're walking together, a lot of times I've noticed the man is walking behind their girlfriend or their wives. It's not them walking in front, but her.
Yeah, that's against our own custom. You go into the biblical manners and customs, the man would, when he would leave the house, either with his family or just overall, this also goes into looking back. You go into the brothers looking at it, the man will always be in the front and the women and children will follow, but the man is not even supposed to look back. That's a part of our customs. Even if you leave some shit,
Yeah, you ain't supposed to go back.
it's dishonorable to look back. That's a custom of ours and stuff. So when we see in the scriptures, looking back was just a dishonor period, but now you got our men having the women in front of them, willing to look back. You see with the Elamite, he walked. Kid could be tripping on the fucking ground. The woman pick up the kid. That man's still fucking walking, man. They know where he's gonna be at the end of the day.
Yeah,
but that's that masculine mindset that has been lost here. You know?
And brothers are focusing in on a very particular spirit. You know, nowadays, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want my woman to push the fucking stroller because I don't know what she's paying attention to. Is she paying attention? I'll do that. If someone rise, then you're gonna have to take the stroller. Because sometimes you gotta do things out of necessity.
Yeah, go.
Sometimes you guys, honestly, man. Sometimes I feel, you know what? They're telling me don't trust her right now. She might not be in her right mind. Let me take care of
They're
it.
oblivious, man.
Yeah.
They're women are oblivious to danger.
Yeah.
And Eve showed you that in the garden.
You see the women now, they're pushing the stroller. They're not looking up. They're looking at their phone like, you ain't even, you about to go.
I'm always about to hit a
Like,
woman
yeah, like,
crossing the street.
come on, man.
Yeah, but I'm always about to hit one woman crossing the street on the phone.
Yeah. They don't look up. They don't look up. You're lucky if they look up. And they look up just to mean mug you and shit. You know? But anyway, but brothers are describing a very particular spirit where a man is in a feminine role.
Yeah.
He's in an effeminate role. He don't have charge over that household.
Which is prophecy.
Yeah.
The prophecy said that a woman surpasses a man.
Yep.
The scriptures speak about it, but these are all signs of the time. We are living in the last days. And that's why the scriptures say that surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
That's right.
This world is upside down. We live in bizarro world. It's backwards world. You know? Yeah, that's America in a fucking drunken Edomite.
He on them damn dippers. He fucking taking a Kensington, that damn xylazine and shit.
But I got something. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6:27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. And this is the evil, the bad times that we live in. of Esau ruling is going to be put out, man. Esau science is going to be put out. You know? I don't know if y'all ever seen the Matt Walsh documentary, What is a Woman?
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious, man.
It's a comedy.
He was going around asking scientists, asking scholars, professors, what was a woman? And none of them could give him a straight answer of what a woman was because they're trying to be politically correct.
Crazy.
They try to be politically correct, but that's a part of the evils that we got to live in, man. We're living with people that can't give you a clear definition of what a man and what a woman is. But we supposed to, you know, deal with them. It's sad, man.
Right. We're supposed to have a respect for that. You can't define it yourself. You're for the agenda. You going along with it, but you can't define it. And that's supposed to be what's held in high esteem and respectable?
Right.
Come on, man. That just goes to show you the state of affairs of Mystery Babylon the Great. Like the brother said, it's just fulfilling prophecy. Right. This place is fulfilling exactly what it's supposed to do. Be full of confusion.
Hey, the scripture saying, we saw a great hall. It was scarred in purple. It had beautiful jewelry on. But in her cup, she had a golden cup in her hand filled with abominations. Right? So it looked, see, that's America in a nutshell. It looked good. But when you start to deal with her, you burning. You got STDs now. And it's like, damn, I thought she was a bad bitch. The bitch burnt me.
Damn.
Excuse my French. Right. You know, but it's filled with abominations. Yeah, sexy red.
Yeah.
Right? It's filled with filthiness when you actually start to deal with her. And that's all the philosophies that America pushes. The wicked philosophy, do as thou will. Right? Law of attraction. Manifestation. That's all witchcraft, man. Speaking into existence. That's all witchcraft, man. You're supposed to pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You're supposed to say, Lord's will this, Lord's will that.
That's right.
That's our customs and mannerisms.
That's right.
Not no damn law of attraction, speaking into existence, bro.
It's
Do
so
as thou will.
See, it's so bad. I just, because you said manifestation, bro. I was watching a clip of, I forget what it is, but it's a podcast kind of like Fresh and Fit, but it's a little dialed down, a little bit more, in my opinion, a little bit more constructive. But he asked this one girl about whether or not she feels she's more attractive now or she'll be more attractive in the future. She said, oh, I feel like I'm going to be more attractive in the future. Now, this bitch had piercings from head to chin.
Whatever podcast. Yeah, I know. I know that he.
And he's like, well, how more attractive do you think you'll be when you're 30? Oh, I'll be way more attractive. How about when you're 40? He's like, well, how about when you're 60? And he's like, well, okay, now you just, come on. She's like, well, as long as I'm manifesting, you don't understand, as long as I'm manifesting, I feel like that's what it's going to be. I already feel right now I'm more attractive than I've been. Now, this bitch has got crazy hair, all types of crazy stuff going on. And she said when she reaches 70, she's gonna be more beautiful than her being in her 20s right now. That's the type. That's the delusion.
Yep.
Right. That's that witchcraft. Like the brother said, manifestation. Do you see what that manifestation spirit has done to these women in particular? Got them, whoo, way out there. Like I forget. I heard somebody say years ago, they're on a planet that ain't been discovered yet. That's how out of this world they are right now.
That's a fact.
Ecclesiastes 7:26. I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets.
Right. In Salakia, who is enabling this behavior? Right. The devil, who's got weak men there to cater and orbit these women to continue the delusion. So they're both got to be dealt with, bro. Because that's that bitterness. Look, if you want to get with me, you got to cater to my bullshit. And you know weak men are going to fall right, baby. You know what? You're right. You know what? You got those special genes that, and they're going to be smooth with it too. You got those genes, I bet when you do age, you age like fine wine. Like, you gotta play. You want to get with that woman, you gotta placate to the bullshit, which plays into the dynamics of pedestalizing the women. The women's supposed to chase you, not the other way around. She's supposed to orbit you in your world and get down with your program. But for the very slight chance she might give you a piece, you got to do everything she says. You got to bend over backwards. You got to do the mental gymnastics of all of her wicked ass philosophy to have a so-called chance with her. And her heart is nothing but snares and nets. She just extracting resources out of you, bro. She already got. Look. Exactly. They said, look, they interviewed this woman, and basically, she needs at least 3 men. Why? Because she needs one to satisfy her sexually. She needs one to satisfy her emotions. And then she needs another one to take care of her financially. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Right now, the women are so gone that that's all they can perceive. How can I extract this man of his dignity? Like, you conquer him. How can I conquer him? And look, we go into different examples, but there's so many different, let's say, angles to this when it comes to dealing with these wicked ass women of today's society.
Oh, look at that movie with Denzel Washington, that one woman and shit. He's like, you know, I got scheduled regiments, and that bitch still showed up. Like I told you, I played my trumpet at 2. I got classes, and you gonna show up, and this woman's like, I like a man that's decisive and knows what he wants, but you're too strict. The woman don't know that.
And
yeah,
what is
no
that? That's a shit test.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna compromise yourself for me? Because basically that's an ulterior motive. Not ulterior motive. Not an ulterior motive. What's that?
Catch-22.
Not a catch-22. No. An ultimatum.
Oh yeah,
an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Look, basically what she's saying is, I like that you like and know what you want, but I need you to cater to me. So that's confusion right there. That's confusion right there. And a civil-minded man is going to compromise his boundaries and his principle to be with that woman. But a real man of principle is going to say, shorty,
yeah, no, that movie pissed me off. I'm
good on that. You got to get with my program. Remember, we not looking for your love. Your love could be here today and gone tomorrow. We want your respect. That equates to real love. Yeah. Obedience is better.
Yep, that's right.
Even with the Lord.
Yep.
Lord said, I want obedience.
Yes, sir.
I want to finish this.
Of course. You know, hey, well, listen, like our elder apostles always say, there are lessons within lessons. So brothers could be a little long-winded, but it's all in the spirit, you know. Brothers are getting down right now in the spirit.
Just to continue with the point, whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
The simple ass niggas, they're ultimately taken by that woman, but you know the men of the Lord, they escape those type of women, man.
Yeah.
You know, even if you happen to were dealing with a woman that's a fucking demon and shit, the Lord will have something happen to where you end up not being with the woman no more. And ultimately it's a blessing unto you, and then you have some simp ass nigga out here go get with that woman, and you look at the detriment of that man life is being sucked out of that man, basically, man. Okay? Alright, that woman's a fucking vampire in spirit, man. Sucking the life out of individuals, like his brother said, the resources, but not even just resources, the mental state of the man. The scriptures tell you that, you know, a wicked woman abated the courage, man. You know,
because a woman really needs your energy in order to prosper.
That's right.
If she having a bad day, she actually needs to draw from masculine essence in order for her to be propped back up again.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and brothers that got women and maybe they share a household, you see it all the time.
Yeah.
Everything requires masculine energy.
That's right.
Children, your woman, right?
That's right. But
go.
I said, if not in the spirit, because we've seen it, well, me and Bird talked about it a couple times. If not, chaos happens, man. Okay. And women, they mentally, I literally see it.
Because that's even though in this life, it's working against the natural order. That goes to show you there's a balance.
Yeah. That's right.
That masculinity and femininity coincide. There's a place where they balance each other out.
Yeah.
You know, you're operating off of both energies, okay? because they're complementary to one another.
That's right.
But unfortunately, a man in this society, he, like you said, a bathed to courage, he's never able to recharge, man. He goes from one situation of chaos right into the next. In other words, he might have a messed up day at work, and then automatically he coming home, and the woman got to be complaining about something.
Yeah.
Just draining what little bit of energy he has left, and then he got to try to find energy for himself, right?
That's right.
To be, you know, in this word, go to the gym, you know, all those things, man.
That's right.
That in of itself is a hell of a fight.
And if it's not properly, because if there's no masculine energy, like we talked about before, you'll have the kids and all types of things. What we see right now, the children outside running about, no, you know, out in the street, got them becoming niggas and hoes and all this shit. But then also a woman, when she's dealing with all those children, you know, our women, they have multiple children by different men at that. You know, they are, the woman, she tries to correct the children, but at a certain point, the children don't fucking listen, you know? Now the woman is having mental breakdowns, you know, as she's yelling at the kids not listening. She's having mental breakdowns, crying in her fucking room and shit. She needs a man, she needs that masculine energy, a man to regulate shit. Telling the kids, sit the fuck down, man, you know? Telling her, like, yo, listen to your mother, to your mother. You know, and brothers can attest that, you know, the kid will be moving around doing what they want. The mom say something, they don't listen. But the father walk in the room and the whole presence fucking changes, man. You know? And that's the true essence of how it's supposed to be on the planet, man. When masculine men walk in the room, the energy is supposed to, all folly is supposed to go out the fucking window, man. Because folly goes into childish, foolish behavior, man. You know?
Father's the disciplinarian.
That's right.
But brother, was there more on that? Okay, so it said that a righteous man that pleases the Most High shall escape from him. You know, and hey, that's part of the condition. You know, you dealing with a woman who is basically not pleased to dwell with you, and she's causing more problems than anything else. You know, you gotta reason, go to the Most High, pray, right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and then you gotta work it out. All right, and then Most High might even cause her to leave you too. You know, but it's the actions that you take that follows a situation like that. You know, because a man can't be compromising himself. Remember, the scriptures say that if you love his mother or father more than me, you cannot be my disciple. So at the end of the day, it all has to go back to the pleasing of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, but these are also things we got to look out for. You're going to deal with a woman, you got to vet this woman. Be mindful that a woman has been conditioned to operate in a certain fashion, and a lot of the times it is not for your welfare. It's not for your benefit. It might start, right, because you go through the honeymoon phase, y'all into each other, all that stuff. But, you know, eventually the society takes effect, right? That demon starts to get on her, right? Or multiple demons, right?
The influence of the world.
The influence of the world, right? And her being a weaker vessel, you know, it starts to divulge into chaos.
They add up.
Right.
And women are naturally selfish.
Yeah.
By nature, they're selfish.
Yep.
You know, they always going to put themselves first.
Yeah, they're self-preservationists.
Yeah.
And the first thing they're going to preserve is their happiness despite the long-term consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, a lot of times women destroy themselves over temporary happiness.
The pursuit of happiness.
Right, the pursuit, right. The idea that it might be better, right. And she'll leave and go and do all types of wickedness, man, and destroy everything.
Well,
Very destructive behavior. Go ahead.
We said last week, that's what Israel did in spirit.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
We thought it would be better to follow these other gods. Mind you, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you really look at it, that was a simple good living.
Yeah.
You know? Well, Jake wanted to go serve the other heathen gods. Now Jake cutting themselves and shit and, you know, sacrificing babies.
Right. Well, basically, Jake was in that state of rebellion and couldn't be happy.
That's
The Lord
right.
gave it to us, and we couldn't be satisfied.
That's right.
Adam, Eve, all over
Right,
again.
right.
We was given paradise.
Yeah.
The Lord gave us the land of Canaan on a silver platter. The nations that was mightier than us, more than us, we kicked their asses through the Spirit of the Lord, of course.
You know, crumble.
Right? And we made them subjects unto us. And what did we do? Which is all the story of the Lord at the end of the day. We had to learn wickedness. We had to fall. That's the Lord. That's the lot that the Lord had us go on. We had to go off so we can learn what wickedness was, learn what sin was, so we could be proper gods on the earth in the kingdom of heaven, knowing both good and evil. This whole story from the Old Testament to New is Israel rise and fall so we can learn what evil was, so we could be perfect, righteous rulers in the kingdom of heaven. Because now we understand. We was on that side. We was at the bottom. We were slaves. The nations are above us.
That's right.
We did abominable things. So we understand that you can repent. You can change your ways. We know how to rule them now in the kingdom of heaven. You know, that's what the Most High wanted. This is his movie.
Man. You gotta, we were on the right side, but we had to go to the far left to know what the darkness truly was. You know, because if you're in the light, you're just looking at darkness, you're like, all right, cool. But when you're in the fucking dark, excuse my French, but when you're in the dark, you understand how dark the dark is, man. Can't see nothing. The wickedness that Jake is into now at an all-time high, witchcraft specifically, you know, getting into the dealing with the left hand, man. Jake has gone the farthest that they can go, man. They can go, but if we're now seeing it to understand, like, you know, what you said was to understand that that's not the way. You know, the way is Yahweh B'Shem Shai, which is the right, man.
I got two for you. This is Romans 8:20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
Subject means like we were under what the Lord ultimately had written in the story. You know, Jake don't really want to be down and out and in the condition that we're in now. But it was written that way, so that's just what it is. At the end of the day, at the end of the story, we win.
Yeah.
You know, we're just literally playing out a script. When we talked about a couple weeks ago, we're playing out a movie. This is literally a movie.
Well, to be a subject literally means to be under the authority of another.
Yeah, that's right.
We under the authority of the ultimate power. It's his story, like the brother keeps referencing.
That's right.
So we subject to do the things that he willed into existence. And essentially that story is, like you mentioned, the beginning and rise, all right, or beginning, fall, then rise, and then that eternal glory is the story of the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect body, you know?
Well, that's the hero story.
Right.
You know, a hero, he starts off, you know, having a regular, decent, pretty good life, then something bad happens to him. You know, now he's down and out, he's in the mud. You know, he's depressed. All, you know, we all seen different hero movies. What happens,
like,
man?
you know, Prince might be the next heir to the throne. You got the king. The kingdom comes under attack. The kingdom fall. You know, the prince loses his way, right?
Well, what's that?
Then he comes back and he conquers and takes over the kingdom.
He forgot he was the prince.
Right.
He forgot he was the royal bloodline.
Right.
What's that movie on Netflix with the about the Danes and had my boy
Last Kingdom.
Yeah, Uhtred. Yeah.
Son of Uhtred.
That's my favorite one, man, because that's exactly what's happening scripturally. You know, he had a set where he was supposed to be, you know, ruling because he got taken by the enemy, learned the heathenistic ways, and then it shows you he's coming back to basically his heritage, and he ends up being king, man. You know, ends up being the ruler of the nation that he was supposed to originally be given, but he had to go through trials, tribulations, all these other things. That's our story, you know. And this is what the Lord is basically saying, that, you know, you were subject to what he written, man, under his authority, man. You know.
Where's that? 2 Ezra 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil was sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown which is good. So all the things that's happening in society today, the evil, the wickedness, the corruption, all that has to be sown for the good to come. And what's that good? The kingdom. When Yahweh Shai cracked the clouds, but there's a new move of angels and established his throne on earth. And that's what we're waiting for. We got to go through all the wicked and evil times in order for the Lord to establish his rulership on earth.
And a beautiful point. If you can read it again, it says they couldn't comprehend
Yeah.
the righteousness. That's a heavy, man. You literally can't comprehend the righteousness that's going to come and the salvation that's going to come. That's why it says like, you know, the hearts failing them for fear and they couldn't believe it. But read that again. Can't comprehend. Like, and that's the thing. Like that's why everything they see on the surface, we see spiritually. We see the faith. We see what we're going to obtain. Something that cannot be seen.
No.
It's something that cannot be seen.
Literally.
But go ahead.
2 Ezra 4 verse 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous.
Cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous. You can't even comprehend what the righteous is going to receive, man. That is beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful, man.
Yes.
Well, you know, we understand. We are striving for that the incorruptible crown. We're striving for that you know, that greatness, right?
Yeah.
The immortality, yeah.
Hey,
So-
we look through a glass darkly.
Yep,
It's
yep.
like
Yep.
I have an image in my head. I read what the, you know, we visionaries, as
Yep,
Apostle
yep.
Gabar like to say. So based off the scriptures, we get a visual, but even that can't
Yep.
register or fathom
Yep.
what the Lord has promised of us.
exactly,
The scriptures say, eyes have not seen, ears have not
Yep,
heard
yep.
what He had promised us.
Yep. And you get like excited, like there's
Yeah.
certain things in the world you get excited for, you know, certain things, but like, you know, you think in your mind like, oh man, it's, you know, that's exciting, but then you realize, man, this whole place is fucking wicked. Like it's really hard to really comprehend everything in perfectness and really like looking forward to something in its righteousness, right?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be something beautiful, man. When we're in our kingdom as rulers, as kings, as princes, and everything's under subjection under us, you know, and we're serving Yahweh Shema Shai in its entirety, right? And the way it should be, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man.
Yes.
It's like even because we believe that immortality is coming, but to try to fathom that in these bodies,
No.
it's
Well, I was going to land back, brother. Like, it's hard to even really fully comprehend what it's going to be like to live every day without pain.
Yeah, yep.
Right?
Just to be able to,
Right now.
you know, like not having no mental pain, physical, like that.
Right.
Wrapping your head around that when every day, brother, got their different situations and elements,
Right.
stresses and pressures.
Yeah, because this is all we know. All we know is this
Shit.
shit. All we know is
Yes.
fucking waking up with pain. All
That's
we know
why
is
it's
hell.
This is like a nightmare, you know?
Yeah.
We're waiting for the nightmare to be over.
Right.
We're going to chase it away like a night.
We waiting to wake up.
Right. Yeah.
but it's like that on both sides in spirit, because just like brothers say, like we try to give a description to Jake about the destruction of America, but our words are not going to do justice to what the Lord's going to do.
Yeah.
On the other side, to flip the coin, our words can't give justice to what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like.
Yeah.
We can try to describe it to the best of our ability to get you to like, oh yeah, but at the end of the day, our words, we're just gonna have to see it.
It's something that actually has to be experienced.
Yeah,
That's why
experience.
Yahweh Shah, when Yahweh Shah gave the parables, he said the kingdom of heaven is likened unto.
Yep.
But it was just something so precious. Whatever you had didn't compare to that preciousness. That's why he said the kingdom of heaven is like a man found a pearl
Yep.
and he sold all that he had to purchase that field just for that one thing that was in the field. But that's how precious it is. Whatever you have now does not compare to the treasure of the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Y'all got it.
You gotta have faith to believe that, man. Because this place will make you think that this is the best that it can get.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh man.
Well, what's that song? What Drake said years ago? Heaven can't be better than this.
Oh God.
That's a crazy statement, man. That's but Jake really thinks that nothing else. What they say for America, there will never be a kingdom like America.
Yeah.
The kingdom of heaven is gonna make America look like dog shit, man.
He said specifically he can't really see heaven getting much better than this.
Yeah.
See, but that nigga received his constellation. He made a treaty with hell.
Right.
So of course a nigga like that would say, you know, ain't nothing better than this.
Yeah, well, yeah. He doesn't he claim himself to be the sixth god, you know?
Yeah, he's a demon. He's a demon. So of course,
69 guy now.
this freaky ass nigga,
Yeah.
you freaky ass nigga.
Yeah.
But of course, a minion of Satan would say something like that.
That's right.
Right.
He also said, "This is what I'm gonna do till it's over." and it's far from over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's far from over.
Yeah, no, it's over. Brother.
It's over.
Yeah,
It's going down.
yeah, and he thinks it's the greatest it is, you know.
Yeah.
I'm living life right now. This is what I'm gonna do till it's over, and it's far from over. That's what he said. But
Well,
no,
that's- you know what that reminds me of? The book of Amos, where it talks about how Israelites believe that the evil is not going to overtake nor prevent them.
That's right.
They're in that spirit,
Yeah.
and they're going to be horribly, horribly mistaken once those judgments start to come into effect.
Precept. Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion. The best I ever had, man. Till it's over, till it's over, and it's far from over. All them niggas, man. Because they think, remember the scriptures say, somebody get that, Baba Kasha? They made a covenant with hell, right? Because they think they made agreements with Esau, they in Esau pockets, that they're going to be protected when all hell break loose, but they not. Esau is going to turn on them. All these low-level luminaries, the entertainers, Hollywood, movies, music, arts, right? Those are lesser luminaries. They're their low-level mages. They're nowhere in the totem pole of the elites in the ruling class bank family, the international bankers in the ruling class family of Amalek, right? They on no level of them, right? Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs, they ain't on their levels. Yeah, the Rothschilds, right? So when they start to fulfill their new world order, right? When they start chipping people, them niggas are gonna get the chip, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They're first in line to get chipped, all right? The Jay-Z's, Beyonce's, Oprah's, they first in line. They're gonna be promoted, chip or die, you know?
Chip or die.
They gonna be promoted. If them niggas are promoting Kamala, them niggas gonna get chipped, man.
Yeah.
They gonna be promoting the chip heavy. All right. So as scriptures say, Baba Kasha, get Amos. Samaria is symbolic as America. So they trust in America's government. They trust in Egypt, the protection of Egypt, right? And what was Egypt known for? They're magi's, they're sorcerers. So they trust in the witchcraft of Egypt, man. Go ahead.
Which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came.
All right, to who the house of Israel came. So they're trusting that the American government is going to protect them. Or their treaties with the devil is going to protect them. Right? Their contracts, their agreements, the industry, Hollywood. They think that shit is going to protect them, man. But it's not, man. They think their allegiance with Amalek is going to protect them. You know? Their donations to Israel. They think all that shit is going to protect them, but it's not. Because the devil's going to show his horns. Because he know if he has but a short time.
Yeah, and because execution, because execution isn't set to speedily. Yeah, so all this time that's been going, it's just like it's rooting in so much pride that like I've gotten this far, nothing's ever gonna stop me, you know. So and then that's part of the Lord putting that pride in him to do that, you know.
Right, we got nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Yep.
Yeah.
From all the way.
And what does that remind you of? When the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart.
Yep.
He hardened Pharaoh's heart so that destruction could be that much greater, man. So that shows you that what's coming to these niggas, man.
Yep.
What's coming to 2/3 of our people. There's going to be a great destruction, which is that second death. Famine, pestilence, right? Spirits created for vengeance. The Lord has a great indignation against his people for their disobedience.
Right. Got a quick precept for you, brother. This is Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me."
The Lord's people are foolish. Why are they foolish? Because they do not know him. They do not acknowledge the Heavenly Father or his Son. They do not acknowledge the words of the Lord. Right? So the Lord called you foolish. He's the creator. He's the Heavenly Father. He's the God of heavens and earth. Don't you think he knows what's right from wrong? Don't you think he knows what's good and what's evil?
Yep.
But yet you choose your own ways. So when you choose your own ways, you're going to choose your own rewards, which is death. The scriptures say there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. Oh, finance, generational wealth and black excellence, Spanish excellence.
Black businesses.
Black businesses, generational wealth, right?
Right. And that's crazy because all they're doing is trying to mimic
Esau.
exactly, which is a failed program. It's a failed way.
Project, fail, well,
Right.
yep.
The Lord rejected this man and his way.
Right.
And that's the way you following?
Right.
So yeah, like it says here, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding.
They have none understanding. Because if you going Esau way, and Esau was rejected. The father was rejected. He was supposed to inherit the birthright. But he gave it up for red pottage. He gave it up for red pottage. He gave up his birthright.
Yep.
His inheritance for red pottage. And that's the man you're going to follow after? That's the people you're going to follow after? Right? He sold out his own birthright. Right? So the scriptures say, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. That's why y'all a bunch of black and Hispanic Edomites, man.
Yep.
Right? You are Hispanic colored Edomites. You are black Edomites.
Yeah, we used to use a term, and it's funny because I think I heard Elder Apostle Tahar then say it. Not that I'm saying he got it from me at all. But we used to say they've been Edomized or Edomatized.
Edomatized.
But I heard him say something like, "Oh, that's the spirit."
That's the spirit. They've been Edomatized.
Yeah.
Because you think living like the devil is the right way to live, man. And it's completely wrong.
Right.
It's wicked and wrong,
Right.
man. Like,
You sinning against your own soul when you go after this man's way. Literally.
and another thing is, it never works for you. It does not work for Jake. What's the example of that? Jake sells crack. You get life. Edomite sells some coke. He getting a slap on the
He
wrist.
becomes an informant for the FBI.
Yeah, we're gonna make a deal for you.
And you can
man.
still,
Right.
and you can
Let
still
us know
sell,
who got-
but you got to give us information.
Right. You give us cut.
Right.
Give us cut.
Let us know who really,
Right.
Right.
who really bringing this coke from
Right.
from fucking Colombia.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's all to cap the market anyway. It's like.
Nah,
that's
but
it.
when Esau does a crime, he gets a slap on the wrist. When Jake do that same crime,
Yep.
he's doing time.
Yeah.
You getting the whole book thrown at you.
Shit.
And you getting buried under the cell.
Hard time.
Yeah, they showed different like psychological experiments like that. I think they had the one dude with an AR-15, with an Edomite with an AR-15, and I'm reminded you, it was an illegal. It was the gun was legal. What he was doing was illegal. There was a Edomite just walking up and down. No cops were called. The moment when the cops did get called, they were just like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, no, I'm just just chilling out. He's like, so you ain't like the cops were cool with him, but then they did it with a Jake, and they fucking pulled up, and there was like all these calls like left and right. And they like put that man on the ground, talking about get on the ground. He's like, listen, I'm rightfully allowed to have this gun, and they didn't want to hear none of that.
Right.
If I may add, in the spirit, it is written of Esau, he is not cursed like other men.
Man.
Yep.
That's why he making the rules anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? The reason why there's all these loopholes too.
Yeah.
And he knows how to exploit the loopholes.
Yep.
He made the rules.
He made the rules.
He made the
He
rules.
financed it, right?
Right.
But he ain't cursed like other men. So he in his world right now,
Yeah.
his kingdom.
He could do what he wants.
He could do what he wants.
Yeah, if he starts losing, he just changes the rules.
Right.
Exactly. You can't do that. You can't
Right.
make that move. Why not? Because I just changed the rules. You can't do that no
Right.
more. Like,
Right.
Well, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I was
Right.
just
There you
going to
go.
bring that out.
There you go.
Right.
And Biden, son.
Even if there was any legitimacy to any of the offenses they were trying to bring against him, he has presidential protection,
Yes.
regardless of him getting into office or not.
Yep.
He's a criminal, but he still have a security detail full time.
Right.
Secret Service for life.
They're different than y'all, man.
Right.
Or even with the Olympics, you got the Olympics when it came to the breakdancing. Mind you, Jake created that shit.
Yes.
But now you got an Edomite that makes a league for in the Olympics, and they basically exit niggas out of it, saying that you can't do certain tricks and shit because they know they gonna lose.
Right, whoa. And what they did that not in just the Olympics, they did that in regular sports. No celebrating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you celebrate, that was the only other way that they can come and penalize Israel for being great. Basically, even in their lowest state, they didn't like Jake being great. They gonna score a 50-yard touchdown and do a backflip in the end zone? Oh hell no! So that's how they gotta try to keep Jake down again, man. Yeah. Even though it's just the sports world, it goes to show you that this man really hates. Okay, that enmity runs deep, that hatred runs deep for the Israelites. Even though we're the one propping this, you don't want to watch no fucking.
Anything.
Yeah, you don't want to watch that if Jake wasn't involved and put his spirit on it.
Yep.
We're the salt of the earth.
We're the salt of the earth, right? But then you want to turn around and put boy in check, basically.
Yeah.
You know? Listen, boy, you're gonna do it the way I tell you to do it. Right, exactly. That's the mentality of Esau, man. Yeah. Trying to keep Jake.
Control.
Exactly.
They were basketball AI, the way he used to dress and shit.
Yeah.
Then after him, they was like, nah, niggas can't do that no more.
Do that.
Suit and tie, slacks, Hey man, wearing other jerseys and stuff at a game and stuff.
Slack it, brother. There was a little bit more if I'm
Oh,
finished.
okay.
Slack it. You're right. Gotta get back into it. Always gotta get into them scriptures,
The
man.
word gotta come out.
It's gotta come out. That's right. Finishing off, Jeremiah 4:22, it says, they are wise to do evil, talking about you Israelites, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, Jake know how to get crack or drugs from Peru into the Americas, man. Jake will put drugs in a woman's. Yeah, they'll swallow it. They put it up certain body parts. Yeah, they'll put it in a woman, put her on a plane, endanger their family.
They know how to get a legal gun. They know where their op is going to be at this time of day, so they can run up on them and shoot them down. Like all that.
And they're making the effort to do that.
Oh yeah, they put energy into it.
They putting energy into it, right?
Yeah.
You know how to raise you in your mouth and talk regular.
Yeah.
I never understood that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. What they're able to do in prison is crazy. Jake get all of a sudden freaking resourceful as hell.
Right.
Yeah.
They're scientists now.
Yeah.
Failed science
Know
class.
how to make fucking ice cream out of 2 ingredients.
Right.
Know how to make
And they getting the women guards pregnant. Y'all heard about that, right?
But then when it comes to serving the Lord, you don't put no energy into it. You don't make no investment.
I gotta make money. I gotta get this bag.
Right.
I gotta get this bag. That's the majority we hear Jake say. Yo, you believe in God? No, I gotta get this bag. I ain't got time for that.
They gotta get this bag, and the picture that's on that dollar that you're trying to get is a white man. So-called white man.
Well, remember, we just, brother quoted, I believe, ye are of your father, the devil. The works of your father you will do. The spiritual demon Satan is what is essentially inspiring, okay, or the physical counterpart of the man that you follow.
Yeah.
But you in the spirit of Esau.
Yeah. Their God is Satan.
And their God is Satan.
Their God is Satan. It's Satan means adverse.
Right.
Adversary.
Yep.
So they're a complete adversary of the Most High. That's why they serve themselves. Their God is their belly.
Yep.
Your appetites and your lusts.
Yep. Right.
You know, your God is everything but the real.
Alistair Crowley, do as thou
Do as
wilt.
thou wilt.
That's their whole philosophy.
Mm-hmm. Your God is everything but the Heavenly Father and His Son. God,
Isaiah chapter 28, it's at the point's at 15. I'm gonna start at 14. Verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Most High, ye scornful men, that rule this people which is in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
Yeah, and they made a covenant with death, with the grave. All right? This is talking about the sellouts of our people. They think they're good because they know some small hats. They know some 1948ers. You know, they lawyers are they new shooters. You know? They got the lawyer on speed dial if anything happens. Like they got some ties to some Masons. You know? Go ahead.
And with hell, are we at agreement?
We in agreement with them. Oh man, my son goes to school with his son. You know? Oh, I just did business with this guy. So they think they're good. Go ahead.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through.
Yeah, when that hell, Jacob's trouble come, the days of great tribulation comes. Go ahead.
It shall not come unto us.
They think they gonna be safe. Rick Ross, I just bought a bunker. Y'all niggas step y'all game up. Now they bragging about bunkers. Since when?
Right.
Since when? Because Jake knows, you know, the ones on the inside know what the hell's about to happen. Why is a nigga buying a bunker? You know what I mean? That's out of a nigga's curriculum, frequency. That's not in a nigga spectrum.
You don't know that word.
Money, cars, and clothes is all a nigga knows. Not a bunker. Bunkers and nobody's raps. All right? Nobody rapping about bunkers. But that shows they know something. Because they got ties with lesser luminaries. You know? But that don't mean shit. Because if you ain't got the fear of the Lord, if you ain't got faith, if you're not a part of the Lord's elect, you're fucked.
Exactly. Because they still serving their God, which is money. You would think that once you actually come into some knowledge and understanding of what's about to happen, you would then tie it to the Holy Scriptures, right? You would say, well, then how am I going to be saved? The bunkers ain't going to save your ass, man. It ain't going to, well, first of all, any of the Edomites that make it in these different foreign lands who are hiding out in them bunkers are going to be the first crop of slaves.
That's right.
But you can't hide from the Most High. Ain't nobody can hide from the wrath that's to come. I don't care if you spend $1 billion on that damn bunker.
That's right.
The Lord's indignation is going to go out, okay, in various forms, and primarily the summary of it is going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles.
That's right.
And the Lord is not coming back to meet you as a man. He's coming back in his full spiritual force.
That's right.
So ain't nobody going to escape this. Esau didn't tell you that part though, did he? Because that's the part that y'all want to stay ignorant to. You willingly are ignorant too, by the way, at this point. So you're not free of any guilt. If you knew to invest in a bunker, you knew why. And you chose, you actually made a conscious decision to say, I'm gonna keep making this money, I'm gonna keep league with hell, all right? And you trying to play those cards, but the risk will not be worth the reward. That's right. You're gonna essentially catch those missiles or whatever form of judgment. Most time might have you being taken out before you have a chance to get in that bunker. What you talking about? You made that bunker for somebody else. You fool. You made that bunker for somebody else.
That's right.
They got bunker buster missiles, man.
Right.
Missiles that, you know, you got some nuclear missiles that literally they'll go hit the ground, go on the ground first, then explode. So now what? Your bunker not more than 10 feet underground, nigga. You ain't the elites and shit, you know?
And the earth gonna grow to and fro like a trumpet, so it's gonna take a lot of that stuff down.
Yeah. If your oxygen cut off, you done.
Yeah, you too. I just hold over that shit.
And at the end of the day, you got to be of the elect. And the Most High, how about Shemel Shai? He got to deliver you, man.
That's right.
He got to deliver you. And that's why the men of the Lord, Salakia, we constantly in the spirit of hasten the coming of the day of the Lord. You a nigga looking for an inside tip when all this hell gonna break loose, and they gonna be stingy.
Right.
They not gonna tell your ass, hey, we about to hit the button. That's privileged information. You think they gonna give it to you, nigga? Why? Because you got a couple million?
Right.
After you gone made yourself a clown, you sold out for them? That's all. You were just a utility. And they played you. Never trust thine enemy. 101, you know? But y'all, niggas are gonna learn the hard way.
That's right.
So that's it. That's all I got to say.
For we have made lies our refuge.
Damn.
And under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah, they made lies their refuge. You look up refuge, it means safety. They think their security is in lies. You fucking idiots, man. You're an idiot to trust this devil after all he's done. After all the backstabbing, the lies, the breaking of treaties, alliances, deals, you think he's going to keep his word with you? You're an idiot. You deserve to be destroyed, man. You deserve it. Yeah.
Verse 16. Therefore thus saith the Lord the Most High, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
Yeah, that's talking about Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah was that cornerstone. He was the rock of offense, right? And he still offended people to this day. He offended the world, all right, by his teachings, right? He offended the world by his mission, right? But that was it on that. Go ahead, Aunt.
Brothers got any last couple of precepts we're going to wrap it up?
Okay.
He still got that Amos.
Say again?
He got that Amos still.
Okay, yeah. So back to that. Let's brother bring
We
out
read Amos
Oh,
6.
we did?
Yeah. It was just 6 and 1.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's right.
Babylon. It's Babylon. New York too.
Can't even go nowhere.
New York is back to back.
Just turn that shit on.
Yeah.
All day. Hey,
Yeah.
Language over there.
yes.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 12. It says, and it shall come to pass that at that time I will search Jerusalem with candles.
Yeah, the Lord is searching Jerusalem with candles. What are the candlesticks? The prophets. Those are the service of the Lord. All right. What is Jerusalem? It's a people before it's a place. All right. So Jerusalem is talking about the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Mexicans. Go ahead.
Yep, come. That I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
Yeah, he's going to punish the men that are settled on their leaves. That's the sellouts, all right, amongst our people. That's the false leaders amongst our people. That's the low-level street urchins amongst our people, because they're settled in Egypt, man. They're settled in captivity. We don't want to be in captivity. We want to be free.
That's right.
You know, we want to be back in our land in rulership, you know. But we don't want to be in this goddamn God-forsaken land, this goddamn land.
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
Yep. And punish the men or the niggas or the 2/3 that are settled on their leaves.
Yeah, the Lord is going to punish them that settle their leaves. The ones that's comfortable in Babylon, that think this is life. This is the kingdom of hell. This is the kingdom of hell, man. All right, the Groundhog Day way of living. You wake up, go to work, go home. You ain't got enough time to yourselves. You eating on the way home because you ain't got time to yourself. Or you eat to go to sleep.
Constantly in pain. You wake up in pain. You know,
It hurt.
Never getting enough rest.
Yep.
Restless.
Tired all the time, no matter how much sleep you get. Tired all the time. Yep.
Go to sleep dreaming about work.
yeah, that's right. Constant work.
You got to wake up to that alarm
Yeah.
to go back to fucking work.
You gotta worry about the alarm going off.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, if you miss your alarm. Did I miss my alarm?
I put 2 alarms on, one went off.
Go ahead, huh?
Yep. And punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Yeah, that's 2/3 of our people, man. They're just in limbo. They don't think the Lord exists. And then you got the ones that think the Lord exists, but they're not listening, they're not keeping his word. They got a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Because you got our people that's real spiritual. They'll go to church, they'll quote God, but they're not living by the words that God actually says. You know? It's both, man. And
Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
that's right. Their goods shall become a booty. That means spoil. Whatever's theirs is going to become the men of the Lord's in that time of trouble. The Lord is really going to take care of us by these people dropping dead. There's going to be so many people dying. You ain't going to be seeing people the way you see them today, because people are going to die from the pestilence. They're going to die from starving to death, right? They're going to die from the troops, the martial laws, right? It's going to be like a wilderness out here. Go ahead.
Yep. In their houses a desolation, they shall also build houses, but not inhabit them.
Yeah, they're going to build houses and not inhabit them, right? A lot of people, they saved up money, you know, or they took a loan out from the bank to build a house, to buy a house, just not to live in it. Because the time of troubles are at hand. Go ahead.
And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
Yeah, they're going to have gardens, but they're not going to be able to enjoy the harvest of their gardens, the fruits of their garden. Go ahead.
Yeah, like his son Campbell, he was bragging about his garden and shit. The Lord going to destroy that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know? It says, the great day of the Yahweh is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly.
Yeah, the great day of the Lord is here. And what's a sign of the great day of the Lord being here? The prophets being on the streets, being on the highways and byways. When Xerxes, when you watch the movie 300, Xerxes himself didn't go to the Spartans. He sent a messenger. Because the scriptures say, that surely the king doeth nothing. Surely the Lord power doeth nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. The prophets are the messengers. We are the mouths. It debates and talk about celebrity gossip. To hell with these celebrities. They ain't nothing. They ain't shit. The Lord don't give a shit about celebrities. We're not supposed to be TMZ Israelites. We're prophets, man. We're telling people what's going to happen before it happens. We're not waiting for it to happen to tell them what happens.
Yep. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
The mighty men going to cry there bitterly. All the tough niggas in the hood, all the gangsters, the goons, they're going to be like bitches, man. They're going to act like children. Because all that toughness can't protect you from the judgment of the Lord. That toughness ain't going to protect you from Esau or Edom when he comes down with great wrath. When them troops come. All that tough guy shit, gangster hood, all these Philly niggas killing each other, that shit ain't going to mean nothing in that day, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. That day is a day of wrath. A day of trouble and distress. A day of wasteness and desolation.
Yeah, that's the day of the Lord, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Right? The day of the Lord is darkness because it's a day of death. A lot of people will die. That's the part that people are missing. That's why people don't like to deal with the Old Testament, because that's the wrathful God, the wrathful Lord.
Said the multitude slain, so they're going to stumble upon their corpses. They said blood up to the horse's bridle. That's a lot of death, man.
Come on now. Like he was in a wine press.
Yep.
That's a lot of dead bodies, man.
He explicitly spelled it out for you too, in case you didn't get the parabolic talk. He said specifically through the prophet Isaiah in chapter 66 in verse 15 that the slain of the Lord was going to be many. Right.
Yeah.
A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
That's an all-out war. That's an all-out war. And that's what the Most High is going to do to America. America is going to be ground zero. It's going to be zeroed.
Yep.
The Lord's going to totally melt this place.
Level.
He's going to level it.
Yep.
You know? That shows you that in a ton of movies. The Knowing and Judgment Day 2, Terminator. But I was taking on Planet of the Apes. He was in New York and he didn't even know it. Because it looked like a wilderness. He was in the future. Or another dimension, however you want to look at it. And he walked the end of the movie. He saw the Statue of Liberty and it said, and he said, "You did it!" He said, "God damn it, you did it! God damn you all to hell!" He was talking about mankind, Edomite kind, because you the ones that's bringing this destruction. Or the Lord is bringing this destruction to you. But you was the instrument that he used.
That's scripture. He used you to specifically come up with the Lord, it was the Lord's time. Let me rephrase that.
Right,
the Lord
right.
gave you the understanding of those elements to do nuclear fission.
Yes.
He gave you the understanding because it already existed.
Yeah.
The Lord is the one that created it and then gave you the understanding so you could possess a certain aspect of it to fulfill his purpose.
Fulfill his purpose.
Okay?
I created the smith.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I created the smith that
That's
blows
right.
the coals of the fire.
Right.
And created an instrument for his work.
Right.
For the Lord's work.
Right. That's right. The waster to destroy. He created the waster to destroy. And the nation he chose and whom was going to usher it in. Yeah.
It says, "And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men."
Yeah, a good illustration for brothers that want to watch movies that have to do with the topic of World War III and nuclear missiles. Watch Threads, and then also I think it's called Miracle Mile. Now it's kind of a little bit of romance in there, whatever, story of a man and a woman, but then he ends up getting a call about a warning that they just fired ICBM missiles. And the whole movie is him trying to get this message out and nobody paying attention until things start to black out. They get the warnings on whatever radio and television, and then it's all out fucking pandemonium. People trying to jump on the back of the truck on the freeway. He's falling out the back of the truck. They start to see the missile coming. Everybody killing each other, breaking in stores, running around, screaming. And then that too, at the end, well, I don't want to get the end in the way, but everything got burnt the fuck up.
We got that.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. What was another one? Another one with Leonardo DiCaprio and that chick that played in the Hunger Games. And they was trying to tell the world that there was a media coverage. Don't look up. That was another one. They was like, "Yo, what's wrong with y'all people?" They was trying to make sport in light of it. They was like, "Yo, what the fuck we gonna do about
We're
this?"
trying to tell you the world's ending. Yeah, whatever. They just made jokes about it.
They was making jokes. That was America to a T, man. They was, "Yo, don't look up." When y'all get a chance to see that movie, don't look up.
That movie had me shed a tear, man, because it was the end, man.
Right.
It's like it was like fulfillment, prophecy. You know, it was joyous. You know,
Yes.
to see that.
Yeah. And then they had dinner at the table at the. They was trying to have final moments. Go ahead.
This Salakia.
Oh,
Now
Salakia.
this is it shows you the mushroom cloud in the back. This is Miracle Mile. Now I think it's spiritual. It says 50 minutes and counting. Now if they would have said 60 minutes, it would have been too obvious. What did the Lord say? In 1 hour, He's going to destroy this place and bring great riches to naught. That's spiritual, man. See, they know.
They know.
They know.
They know.
Anyway.
Dad, you can finish it up.
"And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung."
Yeah, you just gonna be like shit on the side of the road, man. The Lord's just gonna leave your dead bodies laying all out in the streets of America.
Like dog shit.
The largest mass grave site in the history of mankind.
Yeah. Hey, they said it's gonna be so much death that in the kingdom, after the war in heaven, and we subject the nations when we take the kingdom, because there ain't gonna be no Gog and Magog. All right, step it up. After we take the kingdom, we're going to put the nations in subjection. They're going to have to go around and bury all those dead bodies. That's all over the planet Earth, man. After this Third World War and the war in heaven, gonna be so many dead bodies, man. It's crazy. It's scary.
Yeah.
And that's why we fear the Lord, because we don't want to partake in that execution. You got it.
It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
See, that's the part right there, man. Their God is money, so they think their money's gonna protect them. But that just shows you right there, which the dollar, the FRN, ain't backed by silver or gold. So that paper ain't gonna do shit for you in the day of the Lord's wrath. And then that people that actually got silver and gold, that ain't gonna do shit for them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Nothing can protect you but the Lord himself.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures say, the elect is in the hands of the Lord and none are lost. Not one is lost. And the rest of these people are lost. And we praying to be chosen and be a part of the men that's in the Lord's hand. In the shadow of the Lord, as the elder said earlier. Yeah.
Real quick. This is Ezekiel 39:14. It says, and they shall sever out men of continual employment,
There you go.
passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it.
There you go. Because we listen, we're going to be kings and priests and gods, man. I don't want to breathe no dead body.
Right.
I don't want Yahweh Shah to breathe any dead bodies. You know, that shit's toxic. It can
sin anyway.
Right. Right. You can't be leaving dead bodies out. That causes diseases. You know, you got to get rid of them. So we're going to seek out men of continued employment. Yo, Amalek, go bury them people, man. Moab, yo, bury those people. Ammon, go bury those people, man. Ishmael.
Look at Elam.
Yep.
That's going to be a hell of a mission they're going to have to do.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for Elon, man.
Elon.
They weak as hell, man.
Fucking arm can't even fucking move and shit. I can't do it.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Hand going to be them taskmasters. Whip the shit out of them.
Body pile in his chariot, slow his roll.
Yeah, man.
Checking up. All right.
Microdome, get to work.
Yeah.
Last part. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
Yeah, the whole land is going to be devoured by the
Shit,
fire
right,
of jealousy.
right?
The Lord is going to destroy America by fire. The Lord is going to destroy the land of Israel by fire. All right?
Right.
The Lord has to cleanse the world of the most wicked places on planet Earth. And that's America and the land of Israel, man. They defiled our land. They koshered pig, which is an abomination. The biggest gay parade on the planet Earth happens there. The biggest number of sex offenders is in the land of Israel. They protect the P word, can't say that. I don't want to get the page clipped, but they call them minor attractive peoples now. This place got to go, man. They got to go.
For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Yeah, it's going to be a speedy riddance. Babylon was in power for like over 500 years. Them small hats was in power for a short period of time. You know? The Lord's going to get rid of them in less than an hour, man. Yeah, it ain't going to take long. It ain't going to take 1,000 years to take Esau, Edom out of power. To take them out of our land. It's going to be quick.
And that's the magnification of the fear in his name, because once that happens, everybody's gonna know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Who was responsible?
And they're gonna understand truly the fear of the Lord. Like we were going into last week, this so-called kingdom of America now, not Esau's rulership as a whole, the kingdom of so-called America has been built up over 2 centuries, a little over 2 centuries, 248 years. It's only gonna take the Lord 1 hour to undo 248 years.
That's right.
That's fear, man.
That's right.
You better fear that.
Yeah.
You better fear the power that can do something like that. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The whole world going to be a
Shake.
witness to it. Right.
The whole world's going to shake.
Shake, right.
He's shaking the world up.
Just say, yeah.
Literally. Jake say that figuratively. We're going to shake things up. Most High gonna shake this whole planet up. That's devastating, man. That's it.
All right, so hey, with that, we hope you're all edified. We're gonna say Panya Hakutam, face to east. We're gonna give all honor, glory, and praise unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and sincere salutation, shalom to all the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.